Omega Radio has just presented a health alert, sponsored by New Budget Supplies, always the best prices, and Bashco, the store that gives you more.
It's now time for Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk on Omega Radio. Call us and let us have a discussion.
All right, greetings and salutations. Welcome once again to the Sports Desk. It's the final program of the week, and the name is Euclid.
Yeah, the last week of holidays, because you know a lot of people still have them holiday, right?
Yeah, they are.
The money people, and they might come back next week. We have to come back early. But you know, more ask you and the listeners them a question, though, because me this all-round argument in football, and it usually associated with people who kick well with both feet and head well.
Mm-hmm.
But when you do all of that, you know, it's to make you pass the ball when you're supposed to pass the ball, or score the goal when you're supposed to score the goal.
Agreed.
Now then, if a next player who doesn't do all of that, like kick with both feet well or head the ball well, is a better goal scorer than you. He's also a better passer than you. He's also a better dribbler than you. How come you know is a better all-round attacking player than that?
I don't understand what the term all-round means when it is used like that.
Exactly.
I really don't.
Not because you head better than me mean you're a better all-round player than me. Because you're heading you want to score the goal with the head. If I don't need to head the ball, but me I score more goals than you, I'm a better goal scorer than you.
It's something that I don't understand.
No, they're wrong about it. So it's not true that Pele is a better all-round player than Messi.
Well, I'm not gonna say that now.
But I think Messi is a better dribbler, the better passer, and the better goal scorer. So as an attacking player, I think Messi all-round is better than Pele.
The things you do are a means to an end.
Yes.
And the end is to be very effective. On the football
There you
field.
go.
So I don't want to hear who's the better all-round player. I want to know who's the more effective player when you take the football
Yes.
field. If you say Pele is more effective than another man,
Then
fine.
fine. Yeah.
But the term all-round really means nothing.
Nothing.
Not to me. We have somebody up.
Yeah, but that look like Mount Salem.
Mount Salem, early running.
Yeah, man, straight out of the black.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Mount Salem.
Yes, Mr. Matthews, they always said you and a lot of others that you are Messi fanatics.
Yes.
But they don't. They seem that they are accusing you of, because they are more Pele fanatics, because Pele is before Messi. So
Yeah.
if they are holding on to Pele, they are Pele. I never hear anybody say that they are Pele fanatics. But the moment you said you're a Messi fan, you're a Messi fanatic.
I have
But
good.
you know the thing that
I have good
yeah.
reason to be a Messi fanatic, doing. I don't understand why they are a Pele fanatic.
Which
But
brings
they
me to the
hardly
point.
see the man play.
Which brings me to the point, Mr. Higgins and Mr. Messi. Mr. Higgins and Mr. Matthews. Yeah, the bring me to the point is, if you want to say Pele is better, Michael Jordan is better than LeBron and Messi,
Yes.
you can say that, but bring good arguments. Do you realize that they are not bringing good arguments to the
No,
table?
they're struggling badly. Mount Salem.
Yeah, and as Mr. Higgins always said, there are good arguments here.
Here one good
Yeah,
argument. Here one good argument. We didn't tick them off. Messi should have won the 2010 World Cup. What kind of analysis? That? The reason why me I play over Messi is because Messi go out 2010 World Cup and he should have won the World Cup.
Yes, and if Messi had played his level, Argentina would more likely win the cup.
You can't know that
You
because
can't
of the
really work like that.
They never have a big
What
side.
about the other players, Mr. Higgins? Couldn't they lift their... I'm not talking about the Argentina players now. I'm talking about players that played in those World Cups. Suppose they had lift their...
They want big side, but don't
also.
the name Spain, my boss, who were major favourites to win. So why you say you can't say the man football no works, so Messi players and alien and Argentina would have won the World Cup. I don't say it work, my boss.
Right. Yeah, you can always argue that Messi could have played better, yes. But not to say that, yes, they would have won. Because other players can also step up their game.
There you
Yes,
go.
the other thing, Mr. Matthews, I've heard you guys talk about that near-death experience of Richard Pant.
Richard Pant.
Yeah, he
Oh, in the
crashed.
crash. The fire, yes. Wow.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's I think they said he's out for almost the entire IPL, and his World Cup spot is even under threat. It's a very serious accident. I haven't heard much people say anything about it, but you know, I wish him all the best.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, man, most definitely.
which him all the best. Last thing, the voting thing. Whatever he said between January 3rd or 4th when we came back, is it part of the voting?
I know we are going to vote now.
I'm just saying that I think the voting should be what happened last year. Shouldn't take into consideration what happened this year.
Oh, you mean technical?
Even though the voting starts
Well, you
January.
can put that in your voter's mind. We have nothing to do with that. So you can tell the
Right,
people.
that's what I'm actually talking to the voters
Okay,
now.
wonderful.
Not really you guys. And
Okay.
I'm just saying that
Yeah.
even though the election is in Wednesday or whenever you guys
Yes.
said, I don't think whatever caller said from Tuesday when the program come back should be part of the voting thing.
All right.
Well, that's just me though. Have a good weekend.
All right, Mount Salem. Big up yourself. All right, who we got to know? Rooney.
Rooney.
Rooney, are you there?
You hear me?
Yes, we're hearing you.
Yeah, man. Big up on itself, Orville.
Well, yes.
Big up.
Some I probably need some more lessons. You understand me?
From which one of us?
Both on, cause both on eagle me out and bramble me out last time. You understand me?
Rooney, you're a very abusive man sometimes. You're good for radio, you know that.
I mean, I know, you know.
No matter how much licks you get, you're coming back, man.
No, I don't take nothing personal.
Okay, that's good.
Them look at thing and me not take them thing personal. You understand me?
All right, well, you want lessons on that?
I want to know, say, Maradona, Argentina wouldn't win without him.
No, we didn't say that quite like that, you know.
I never said like that.
Yeah, we said it's likely that they would not have won. Based on
How
how.
you know? Where you use to judge?
When we were watching and we saw that Maradona had to do so much for them to barely win. Because remember, they not blow anybody, you know. The England game was tight, you know, my boss. England nearly killed Argentina with ball, you know. The Argentina was hanging on, you know. Then the Belgium game was tight again, and he had to be special in the Belgium game again, my boss, in the semi-final. Then in the final...
in a 86, how much goal score? How much... Me here on the...
Why?
Bring up that stats there.
No, but Rooney, me just give the big argument to my just a run reference and ask about how many goals scored.
No, but you see... Yeah,
He was extraordinary, boss.
He was extraordinary.
He was alien-like, and the Argentina was barely winning.
alien-like.
Barely winning against the big teams. They
Barely
can't
winning.
imagine if the man was an ordinary player. Argentina not going to struggle, my boss. No logical Rooney, man.
We can laugh no more, though.
Logical thing, no, go around the logic.
So
boss.
when Una said a logic,
Then the logic,
but
we just
when other people say it, I rubbish them at all.
When other people say
say
what?
what?
You see what I'm talking about?
Then some things
Like-
that other people say logical.
Like Messi should have win in a 2010. I rubbish that.
No,
But
man. me
when
no-
Una talk a logic, you understand?
No, but we never say they would have certainly lost without Maradona. We're saying it.
Like, oh, I got because I don't know. You understand me?
Okay.
I just this man talk about me.
No, you see me never say.
Bramble me
No,
out
but
and all
Rooney,
them thing there,
let-
and I
let-
make some point where, yeah, go on.
No, I'm saying to you. Let me tell you what the people must say about that 2010 team.
Let me hear.
If Messi had played greater, it would have increased
played
Argentina.
greater.
Yeah, it would have increased Argentina chance of winning.
Yeah.
You can't
So
say
how
they
you know? So how you know? Say, I know because Pele's present in a 62. Why it inspired them to win?
Oh, I can't know that.
That is exactly where we are. How you know? You understand? You don't we know what they don't know. I just because Pele don't know why them win still. You understand me? It could be no.
Who was the best player in 62? Garincha?
Yeah.
So it's Garincha, big ball a long time about. Yeah, that.
Everybody hear about Garincha.
Yeah, so why you think it's Pele inspired him to be brilliant in 62 though?
We can argue anything we want to argue. Any narrative we want to argue, we
No,
can
man,
argue.
some narrative don't make no sense. So that's what you're saying now.
Some narratives don't make no sense.
Like the one you're saying now, that Pele
Like the one you're
inspired
saying.
him.
Alright.
Yeah,
Because
Rooney.
what you see the thing when we realize when I do when we listen when we listen when I try water down Pele
No, sir.
achievement.
I
No,
think
no,
you're
no. Whether
I think
you
you're
want-
watering down Maradona and Messi achievement.
Me not water it down because their achievement is their achievement. But what we not do is say for them achievement is better. With the less of them have, them do more. Pele did have a greater side, so it did No, you can't do that. Both of their achievements are
Then
achievements.
if Rooney, let me ask you a question. You follow the Napoli situation with Maradona?
Not as something.
If a man say Maradona winning the 2 league titles with Napoli is greater than any 2 league titles Messi won with Barcelona, that's not logical, something, boss.
Sound logical, no?
Yes, because when you look at the
man.
quality of players
Sound
around
like
Messi in the Barcelona team, Iniesta, Xavi, and the type and the coach that he had in Pep Guardiola, and the beautiful, they open up the thing and make it.
I said sound logical. Me never see.
So why Messi was great as well?
Football is more where you see with your eyes than where you something. That's why I say I say people say Pele. I've never seen Pele. You say you never see Pele as well, but the record, the stats are still there. You understand me?
At the club level, I didn't see. Didn't see him at the club level.
And World Cup, you know, in my life, no,
but I saw the 70 World Cup games and the 58 final when he scored. I was 17.
You watch them on YouTube and
yes.
stuff like that. Yeah, you understand me? And we see what him can do. So him attributes are just as good as Messi's.
No, he's not good like Messi. Messi at him
best. Attributes not just as good as Messi.
No, Messi a better passer.
What you call attribute?
What you can do on a football field.
Give me Messi at him best.
Like passing.
I think Maradona.
Can Pele pass as good? Can Pele pass as good as Messi?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? Why you don't think so?
When I see the pass of Pele make,
me think Messi... About come back down to where you see.
They mean to see Pele roll off all like a simple pass. Half you can make, half you can play football, and then people that have big pass.
Hold on.
You know see the magic when Messi make against Netherlands. You compare Pele to Messi as a passer.
Why you water down Maradona? Huh? Rooney?
Yes, my boss.
Why you watering down Maradona?
Me not water down Maradona, my boss.
Then why
me I do that?
Why you say we are water down Pele? Me think you are water down Maradona.
What I want to do is say, yo, he had a lesser team, and them win with them lesser team than what Pele have.
But that's not watering down Pele.
It's not watering down. No, you are saying that them achievement is better, and I can't determine that.
And you think Pele's achievement is better, right?
I think Pele's achievement is Pele's achievement.
Do you think it's better than Maradona's achievement at the World Cup?
His overall stats at the World Cup is better than Maradona's stats at the World Cup, and his overall stats at...
I think you are watered down Maradona.
You can think what you want to think, you understand me?
Yeah.
Me say what I say already. If you don't want to believe that, then fine, you understand me? And Zidane I say, Messi's a better passer of the ball than Pele. What make him a better passer? Because you see him doing more?
No, man, see him
who you think is a better passer? Onandelo or Germany?
Germany and you.
How you know that? What make him better? What make him better?
Because of the position them play.
Or the position
and the distance him have to do it and how often.
Rooney.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Big up yourself.
Big up Rooney.
Okay.
Yes.
Rooney rated. Rooney. Big up yourself, my boss.
Yeah, big up yourself.
Big up.
All right, we take a break and we come back to the calls on the other side.
Importers, submit proper invoices to customs to reduce delays in clearing shipments. Visit www.jacustoms.gov.jm for details. The temperature by the Jamaica Customs Agency is
32 degrees Celsius in New Kingston.
Lord Keisha, you hear about the little girl we get shot in the community last week?
What do you mean?
I'm here say things are gonna get even crazy, I know, cause them boy they smuggling some new gun the other day.
If me could have said something without bad man hear about me name, me would have talked with me know a long time, you know. Cause for them foolishness always come back for hurt the innocent people in the community.
But you know, say, them have one program where you can actually give information to the police secretly, you know. Customs join up with Crime Stop and start one campaign named Tell Us. So people can give tips and nobody nothing know say them. Them all give out money if the reward lead to an arrest or them can find the gun them.
Boy, honestly, me kinda afraid, you know. But things can't continue so. Me ready to tell them when me know.
You're right. We have to put a stop to it.
The Jamaica Customs Agency wants you to tell us what you know. Call Crime Stop at 311 to share information about illegal guns and other contraband coming through our borders. The Jamaica Customs Agency, country above self.
The holiday season is filled with happiness and cheer, but it can also be a time of danger for road users. Here's a holiday road safety tip from Petrojam Limited in association with the Road Safety Unit.
Buckle up! Wearing your seatbelt dramatically reduces your risk of death or serious injury. Ensure that all children are strapped in appropriate child restraints. Safety restraint systems save lives. Make this holiday season a safe one for all. A holiday road safety tip from the Road Safety Unit and Petrojam Limited, where safety is our #1 priority.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports call-in show, The Sports Desk on Omega Radio.
All right, so we go back online, and it's visually impaired who joins us right now. Visually impaired, how are you?
Man. Big up for the new year. You and Zidane.
Yes, sir. Big up yourself, my boss.
And the crew.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm the army officer now, ex-army officer, Major Birthright in Mandeville. He listens to this station, this program all the time.
Yeah, big up. What's his name?
Major Birthright.
Birthright?
Right.
Birthright.
Big up Major Birthright.
Right, big up Mr. Major Birthright.
Yes, man. I'm going to say something to you before me. I'm going to show you how my skill, you see?
Mm-hmm.
One lady complained to me how she no want nothing for down at the shop there. Because them say I see her son broke her shop. Hear me to her now. How she know? Say, are you son broke the shop here now? Me no know how you know. Yeah, the next question. How you know? Say, I know your son broke the shop. Silent night, holy night. The argument done, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
you're
saying all that to say what now?
No, man. Me just had...
You just had throw something?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
All right.
I don't know if you remember the time when we did... oh, God, the name again, man. So, yeah, serious Monday.
Mr. P?
Mr. P. Mm-hmm. When we tell us Mr. P no cricket more than me.
Oh.
I may ask the question, how much board West Indies cricket have? And you said that question was trivial. All right. Me did say to Zidane, I don't know if Zidane remember. But me no say. Me not talk about scoreboard or how much scoreboard. Because me know say West Indies have a cricket board, and every time the team lose, what them say them a go back to?
Tell us where you're saying, man.
Not the drawing board, man.
Oh, the drawing board?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Every time a team lose, them say them a back to the drawing board, you know.
Well, that is true.
Oh.
Yeah, at them type of board, them attack. Who could have known much scoreboard West Indies have?
Oh, okay.
You're a skilled man, you know, visually.
But me and Mr. P with that thing the other day, you know. Say how much horse now win till June or May, sometime in that
June or July, you say? Around June,
yeah,
July.
Good.
Because
Mr.
they are
P,
burnt. They are burnt out.
Mr. P, if you do better than that, you know, man. If you do better than that, man. I know the race are still, you know.
But what other persons are saying, they agree that they have raced a lot this year and they might be rested. So Mr. P may be right. So maybe they won't run at all to win any race.
Unless that he mean.
Well,
unless that he mean.
Maybe that he mean.
Yeah.
I was coming to that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I was coming to that, man. Anyhow, me not have too much success still, you know.
All right, visually impaired. Respect for the yeah, man. Bless up.
Good to hear from you, my boy.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
And call us again. All right, who we have now? Mommy B.
Rumbling the jungle, man.
Rumble indeed.
One from one visual impaired to another one, but this is the Stevie Wonder of the show, you know.
Yes.
Yes, man. Stevie Wonder this, not Coach Stevie Wonder, you know. Orville.
Yes.
Zidane, me I listen to the call a while ago and why must talk about Serpy and what he said about horses being burnt out.
Yes.
That is a fact, you know. Even to this horse excessive force, it's not burnt out, I would call it. But after winning the Mountain Mile and winning so much money, why would I rush him back into an next race just about three weeks after. And then excessive force finished down the track.
Mm-hmm.
You can't burn the horse, even Atomica. You cannot, when the horse is there, especially when they're bringing in so much money. You space the races, man. You don't burn them out, man. And then now when they give you these fantastic splits, like what Atomica did, and then when it came down to some other races now where you want her to perform, she can't perform because she has been burnt out.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yes.
Going over so many distance, long distance, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's not sprint, you know. So it take it toll on the horses. So the trainers, them must understand, man. You don't burn out the horses, man. I mean, the money sound, away, you know, where you don't want to bypass it, you know. But sometimes you have to let go, man. Especially when you are win, you know.
Mm-hmm.
My little son, Red Force, won some money on excessive force. I know him lose the last time.
Oh.
Excessive force finished down the track after winning the Mountain Mile, you know, sir.
Yes.
What a prestigious race, you know. And then you show up again 3 weeks after and could even come up in the frame.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I say?
Yeah, man, I understand what you're saying.
Anyway,
I understand what Mr. P is saying as well. Yes.
This one is for the Messiah. Where am I?
Medea, man.
Yes, man. Speak, man, or forever hold your peace.
Yeah.
All right, Pakistan and New Zealand this morning.
Yes.
Pakistan was set over 300 runs, you know.
I was watching.
And they came within 15 runs of winning that game, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Losing 9 wickets. I think the wicket-keeper made a fantastic century.
Saffron.
Yeah, man, and Nick in time saved 9 and say come right in the nick of time, man.
Yeah.
So I'm saying to you now, Orville, which of these teams now would feel, what would I put in now? Which of these teams would feel happier?
Would feel happier?
Yes, let's put it that way. Or would feel undone.
Me think Pakistan. Me think if the game did play out, Pakistan would lose. I don't think they would have made that 15. I think the odds were in New Zealand's favor to win, in my opinion.
Oh.
So I think Pakistan would be the happier team at the end of the game.
All right, anyway, big up on yourself here, sir. Big up.
All right, ma'am.
Big up Chris Lynch, Finance, and big up Red Force, and Rooney, everybody, shipping port.
Yeah, man.
All right, big up. That was Mama B. All right, spaces are there, listeners. 876-968-8117. So that's 876-968-8117. Was it the last pair that was there?
Yeah, the last pair I bought. And, boy, I tell you, Safraz make 118?
Mm-hmm.
And he was trying to hold on. But Safraz is about 35, you know, so you could see that he was getting tired, he was getting exhausted, and he just couldn't hold on. The umpires said the light bad, but I think the game could have continued. But the Pakistan, the last pair, you could see how relieved they were.
I agree.
when the umpire called off the game. So
yes.
If the game, I would bet on New Zealand winning. Man. But you know, it's cricket. Anything could have happened. It's 15, 16 runs. Couple lost the blows and anything could happen. But then the umpire had earlier told Tim Southey that anytime in bowl pace, him going to stop the game. So at any time it looked like them two men would have the score, Southey would just bring back the pace. And the game would be called off anyway.
Yeah.
So I didn't think New Zealand would lose.
Yeah.
Because they always had because it was spinners bowling for the last maybe 20 minutes. Anyway, let's go back to the next call. British?
Oh, go on.
Shamar.
British man.
Oh, go on. You know good?
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And all. Maybe should I say I'll Merry Summer and them something.
Yeah, and same to man. Big up on yourself, man. Just like the program and like the great work on all them, man.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, man.
It can only get better this year.
Yes.
I just want to big up Messi and the Argentina fans, too. Fantastic job.
Yes.
And winning the World Cup coming from a Brazil supporter. Them disappointment was Zidane. Why you think Neymar take a penalty in the penalty shootout?
I have no idea, my boss.
And I not get no explanation.
You wanted the glory penalty, man.
Yeah, but when the Martinez, the defender took the penalty, when if they missed that one, we would have lost. He should have stepped up. Because he didn't kick the first one.
I agree, my boss. Put back some pressure on the opposing team.
Exactly, just like how Messi and Mbappe step up. Neymar should have stepped up to man. I can't forgive Neymar for this, man.
That's assuming that he would have scored.
Steve Smith are the best thing me ever see still, you know.
Let them go on, man.
Steve, he can bat, man.
The man can bat, you know. Him pretty or pretty not, the man can bat, man.
You think it easy to make runs so often, my boss, in that cricket?
The man
him special, man. Special, him not that pretty when him bat, but him special.
And I used to think that him not pretty in him stance.
Yeah, him stand up,
and then him approach to the ball. But when him actually play the shot, him more textbook than people think, you know.
Yeah,
the man have some cover drive the way. If you should take a still pick of him at the moment of impact, him textbook, you know, is him look shuffling the man him look thing prior to the ball.
Yes.
Prior to him.
Yeah, man, I just the stand serious. What do you think about Shanda Paul's son?
Good youth. Me never realized that he was so good, to be honest.
Yeah, man, him good, man, and I wish him all the best and I hope him just move from strength to strength. So, big up on yourself.
All right, cool.
All right, Shamar British, big up.
Yeah, man, all right.
All right. Who we have now, Sean? Chelsea 3. Hello, Chelsea 3.
You are going now, Zidane. Orville, you are going.
Who are going, big man?
I'm there about 10, no?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Go up in a Rollington town, you know, so I know Kentish, the S-band.
Yes.
He says they will come and look at something, whatever it is, and thing. Yeah, you know what? When I really stay along on the program, so I'll be yelling up and...
I'm sure you'll be part of the voting later on next week.
Yeah, man.
All right. We don't want to hear who you're going to vote for yet, though.
No, I know that. I know that.
Yeah.
So,
hope
take care. Want next week, after the second round,
yeah.
I have a topic I want, you know, this word swallow.
Swallow?
Like when you swallow something.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Yeah, man, we're listening. You said something about the word swallow.
Something, because I hear some people that talk some nonsense. And I know if I ask swallow him tongue, him can't, unless him go back a new tongue. Because when you swallow something, it goes down your digestive system.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, like I say,
maybe they don't literally mean swallow your tongue.
Yeah, but I say, when you come again, I just subject I'm not come with.
Then why you don't take on the subject now?
No.
Oh, you're busy otherwise?
No, I need to do some more research.
Oh. Okay. All right, my boss.
All right, Chelsea 3.
Big up.
Take care.
Yeah, man.
Here's
a big up shipping port before we leave, you know?
Oh, yeah, man.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
Here's an interesting stats that I want you all to listen to. Listen to this now, Zidane. Them always say Steve Smith is like a joker and blocker and notcher.
Prada.
And him not exciting. But them say Carl Hooper is an exciting stroke player.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what Carl Hooper's strike rate is?
What is it?
50.27. You know what Steve Smith's strike rate is?
Don't tell me that's higher than that.
54.38. Which is one of the myths of the thing. That Steve Smith is a nerdler and a pusher and a blocker and a
accumulator of runs.
And an accumulator. But Steve Smith scores much quicker than Carl Hooper, who we say is one of the better
Yeah, man, he's an
players.
attacking batsman. He was an attacking, yeah.
It tells you that half of the people who discuss sports in Jamaica, including some people who are known for things outside of being bright, getting it wrong all the time. Steve Smith scores much quicker in Test cricket than Carl Hooper, who is supposed to be one of the better stroke players in his time. Lie them and tell Panama. We're coming back after the break.
Underage gambling is illegal. You can be fined or imprisoned for enabling a minor to engage in gambling activities. Call Crime Stop at 311 to report illegal gambling. The time by the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Commission is
1:30.
Omega Radio now presents Sports in a Minute. It's sponsored by Edgechem, Fosrich Group of Companies, Enibet, and Dangel's Auto Spares and Accessories.
Liverpool defender Virgil van Dijk is out for more than a month with a hamstring problem, says manager Jurgen Klopp. The Netherlands international was substituted at half-time in Monday's 3-1 Premier League defeat at Brentford. Van Dijk has played in all of Liverpool's league matches this
this season. That's sports in a minute. Omega Radio has just presented Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem for people who dream in color. Fosrich, we open on Sundays with special discounts on all items in store. Solar floodlights, water heaters, conduits, and more. Or visit fosrich.com and shop. Anybet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly. And Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue in Kingston.
The Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission JADCO needs your help to eliminate doping and keep sport clean. If you have concerns about any doping activity, you can share the information with JADCO anonymously. The information you share will be treated with the highest level of confidentiality. Make the right call if you see something, say something. Protect clean sport. Protect our legacy. To report doping activity, call 888-429-5232 or visit the JADCO website at jadco.gov.jn. A message from the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission.
Well, if you want buy appliances for your home with the quality high and the price low, get it on a Bashco. Get it on a Bashco. 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 For everything where you need. Bashco. Quality service guaranteed and a Bashco. Get it on a Bashco that gives you more. Yeah, Bashco. Get furniture for your house, bed linen, everything for your kitchen, rugs, mugs and more at Bashco. The store that gives you more. Bashco.
The holiday season is filled with happiness and cheer, but it can also be a time of danger for road users. Here is a holiday road safety tip from Petrojam Limited in association with the Road Safety Unit.
Buckle up! Wearing your seatbelt dramatically reduces your risk of death or serious injury. Ensure that all children are strapped in appropriate child restraints. Safety restraint systems save lives. Make this holiday season a safe one for all. A holiday road safety tip from the Road Safety Unit and Petrojam Limited, where safety is our #1 priority.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk on Omega Radio.
All righty then, we're back online. We got to Prince Green now. Prince Green?
Yeah, the man them.
What's up?
Yes, Prince
Yeah,
Green.
man. Before I jump in, I'm going to check and see prediction for the year and kind of New Year and Happy New Year to the man them, you know.
Yeah, man. Same to you, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I remember I addressed something where, when name again, Mommy B, say a while ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then basically I say excessive force over race, right?
Yeah.
But I totally disagree with that. You see, you have to know the program where I asked upon to know if them over racing. You can't just look at the fact, say, him win the Moet Mile and come back, come lose right here, so you're going to say, boy, if I ask win the Moet Mile, the biggest race and the richest race, he's supposed to can come back and win the Ian Levy, and that's a race ask up.
Did he say win or he said he was too far down the track? He was
too
not.
far down the track, him run third.
Oh, he was third. How far away from the winner?
5.5 lengths.
Oh, okay.
As expected. Because here's the thing now, every race different, right?
Yeah.
You know, the Moet Mile, excessive force was being conditioned for that particular race, you know. Right? So he's supposed to peak in that particular race.
They peaked him for that race.
Yeah, man, just like how Usain Bolt and them, man, they peak and condition for World Championship. And when you come at trials, you peak and condition yourself for the trials.
So you might say Usain run 9.58 at the major meet and then 2 weeks later at the Diamond League.
Yeah.
And then all
the race set up now. There was only a factor were going to excessive force winning that race, you know. Right? Mahogany, Atomic, and all of them are some speeders and them kill off them one another. So when them kill off them one another coming round the bend, right? 2 furlongs to go. Them not nothing left in the tank. Basically, Mahogany was the only speeder to have anything left in the tank. So what me know is that the Duke and excessive force on them as they start run past one way per tired off as expected. You understand? So by the speed of them killing off them one another, the runner and off them now run past the whole of them. That's a part of racing. Now, in that racing when run in the Ian Levy, no such speed duel could have taken place because there was only one speed in the race, and that was Mahogany. And them keep Mahogany off of the headline a little, and then Mahogany just run past everybody in the lane. Because Mahogany can do that. You understand?
Yes.
Yeah, man. So every race different, man. You see, today, we can look on a race I run today with Mahogany and Atomic and all of them and tell you today, say, yo, Mahogany can't lose. And then tomorrow, I'm going to say, Mahogany can't win based on the race setup.
All right, expert. Prince
I'm an expert still. Maybe I know this still. I'm just probably forget. Because the man, they are guru. Anyway, track and field prediction for this year, right?
Yeah.
I predict that Elaine Thompson are going to run better than last year. Me say she healthy.
Boy, that's not
I wish her all the best.
That's not difficult to predict, brother.
Yeah, man, because she wasn't all that great last year.
Master make prediction that Shelly and Fraser go PB this year. She go reaching at the 10-5 range. I don't know if she go reach 10-5-4, but she go reaching at the 10-5 range.
That's a bolder prediction. That's a bolder prediction, yeah.
Yeah, man. Other prediction now. I predict that Brianna Williams are going to make the national team. But if she want to make the national team, she have to run 10-7. Because only other people are coming are going to run 10-8. Including my girl who made the team last year where you used to go Mount Vernon. What's your name again?
For you to make the team, Shelly and Fraser wouldn't be a part of it, right?
I think she's the defending champion.
Yes,
so I carry 3 plus Shelly.
Yes. So it's
man. So my girl is from Mount Alvernia.
So give me a three outside of Shelly on the female.
The obvious 2 and Brianna.
So that's Elaine and Sherika.
And Brianna, yeah, but my girl is from Mount Alvernia might have something to say. You don't know if Kevona Davis are going to make a resurface. You don't know what I'm going to go on there. So that's why I'm going to say 10-7 just to put up on the safe side. No, over the 200 meter section, come on, right?
Isn't it too early for you to come with these predictions, though?
Based on what I see last season, we can't adjust, we can't change based on the facts change, we can't change, what I see.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I don't say no man got just bet to buy the ticket off over there. The 200 meters now, I feel like that 200 meter there going to be a cracker. If Elaine Thompson find back at top farm, and Sherika Jackson at the same farm like last year, the real record I go. One of them will take down the real record. If the two of them healthy and not 100%, remember myself, I'm telling you that from January 6th. If the two of them healthy and in a top farm, the 200 meter record gone. We can't talk about the 100 meter record. I see a 200 meter record more likely to go than the 100. Yeah, man. So that's my 2 predictions for track and field this year. Over on the man side, though, I hope that some of the man them can come through. Hope that somebody can come and challenge the 3 of them where they go a World Championship last year. I hope to see a couple of the other youth them. Some of the youth them were there 10-05. I hope to see some of them youth they reach out and sub 10 this year. You understand? Some of the stuff which all of that lead them health and strength for this year. I hope that we can see something spectacular for the World Championship.
All right.
On the male side as well. Because basically the man them are cussed and I say the man them why?
Yeah.
But no, say, oh, my brethren there, what's name again? Omar McLeod. Me say him back with him original training camp.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, Sean is putting up the thumbs up saying you're correct.
So if him back with him original training camp, a problem that in my bar.
So the training camp was the problem?
Yeah, man. My training was the problem, man. Omar McLeod. You see, sometimes some athletes them need to in the right environment so they can maximize their potential, you know. And every person can coach every person, you know, and every person can manage any person, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
You understand? I learned that in a work world, you know. You understand? You have to in the right environment to maximize the potential. Anyway, man, them big up themselves.
All right, big up Mr. Prince Green.
I've a few more.
Yeah, man.
For the people who are saying that Steve Smith is a nerdler and a push on, what the word?
Product.
Accumulator.
Yeah, accumulator of runs.
Wavell Hines. Have you ever heard anybody describing Wavell Hines as a nerdler and a pusher?
No.
Wavell Hines' scoring rate is 47. Remember, Steve Smith is 54. So Steve Smith scores much quicker in Test cricket than Wavell Hines. Ramnaresh Sarwan, who is known in world cricket as a nice stroke player, 46. Steve Smith is 54. Marlon Samuels, 47. Steve Smith is 54. But here's one that will surprise you. John Campbell, who we all have down
a shatter, man.
As a shatter.
A shatter, straight shatter.
John Campbell, strike rate is 52. Steve Smith is 54.
Wow.
Steve Smith actually scores runs quicker in Test cricket than John Campbell. What fools people who don't understand the game is how slowly he starts. Because Steve Smith set himself in.
Yes.
Bats for 45 minutes, bats for an hour, do all of the calculation and mind, pace of the pitch, what the bowlers them can do. But by the time he's set, this man scored virtually off every ball, you know.
Yes.
And that is the fool analysis about the man is at this. And the man scored faster than Wavell, faster than John Campbell. So if Steve Smith is an accumulator
of runs,
then so is John Campbell.
And then we can decide on that kind of analysis. Boy, may I tell you, really deserve better than some of our
True, definitely.
God, do it. Just do a little research, man, and find out what rate does the man score at. The man score faster than John Campbell. Now, is John Campbell an accumulator? Is a ball beat? But here with John them now. When John them not hitting boundaries, they get bogged down.
Mm-hmm.
So John go doom, doom, block, 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 and then lip us on ball.
Yeah.
Steve Smith going to start slow. But by the time he's set, if you watch the 100 the other night, if you watch the 100 before that, by the time him gone 30, 40, it is very difficult to bowl 2 or 3 balls to him not score. But the unintellectual people to cricket not understand that. It's not true people. Steve Smith, by modern day cricket standards, is a fairly quick scorer.
Indeed.
All right.
Sir P.
Zidane, Orville.
Yeah, my boss.
A man called me a while ago. I saw a guy busting in visual impaired. I take me to the cleaners, man.
Yeah, man. Him da fire like a wild shot.
All right, but let me ask, tell him something. Marquesa win the St. Leger, right? Jones strike with the Derby. Another bullet beats Shiza Manita. How much races? All right, Atomica. I mean, Jones strike who won the Derby. Him take 1 year and for win the next race. I know him in as claim as. Marquez, I do win a race, 1 race since him in the St. Leger. And Blue Dine, I mean, another bullet. Right? In a 500 claimers, those are racing, them race regular. Right? Now, I mentioned 3 horses, Atomica, Duke, and Blue Vinyl. Blue Vinyl run a week, going 6.5.
Yes.
And Magic, right? Just beat him by a shot head or something like that. Him lead. The next race, them carry him 3 to 5 favorite. Right? Everybody say win. A 5th him come. That me say Orville. Anybody say Blue Vinyl, Atomica run and win a race. Right? Know me. But yes, Mama be talk about excessive force. Right? No, when I do agree with him because the ass run sometimes.
You don't or you do?
No, I don't agree with Mama for
okay.
because him running me. Right?
So you're saying that particular horse is not over?
No, man. The train, that's what I tell you, trainer program the ass. He running me, right? And then he running November, October, going 6.5 and catch Merlin Sunshine, right? The next race he win. Then never expect it because he got 6-7 to 1 and he win a race, right? The next race is at the race, the mile. Then never expect him to win because he got 7 to 1, right? But the trainer program him do a run for the past 5 months. The mile where he run the other day. It's the 4th time he run in less than 5 months. That's program what your program has. Make them leg weary, right? So one that time I disagree with Mama B. Excessive force, go run often. Him had a problem when he used to go wide. The trainer correct it and them something. And he came out for a 3-month rest and beat the answer Marlin Sunshine, right? And then him go in at the race and win the race. The next race him run out. So the point is, as the caller before said, there was no horse in the race to say Morgany, right? If it was a horse like She's My Destiny and I still the companion for press him, she could have been so easy, right? But she can dictate pace herself. So it was hard for them lose,
All right, Mr. P.
Cool.
Yeah, man. Big up. I will take a break. We're coming back.
For financial news and the latest developments in the business community and economy, Financially Speaking is the top choice. Join me, your host Errol Gregory, Mondays and Wednesdays at 12:30 p.m. as we look at current economic issues, provide small business tips, and help you to build your business and portfolios. That's Financially Speaking on Omega Radio, sponsored by Jamaica Stock Exchange, JSC Online Trading.
Shop with Hilo, it's so easy, no hassle, no more long lines. Shop with Hilo. Hilo online delivers to your door. Shop safe and secure when you're online. Debit or credit card, pay online. And if you're busy all day, Hilo makes it easy.
Now you can download the Hilo app, visit HiloFoodStoresJA.com and pay for your foods online using a debit or credit card, locally or overseas, and have them delivered from select locations
Shop
in
with
Jamaica.
Hilo, it's so easy. Pay and it's done with Hilo online. Shop with Hilo. Hilo at your fingertips.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk on Omega Radio.
All right, back online now. We'll go to Smith.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, how you doing?
Yeah, man, not too bad.
Yep, we're not hearing him now. Keep going.
Yeah, man. Smith from, when I call about the World Cup with England, this is a supporter for England. We're talking about England chances. Don't know if you remember, but I know the World Cup have gone, but I just get a chance to call. So I was, honestly, I don't know if Zidane can help with this one, but what do you think about the England coach?
The England national team coach?
Yeah.
I think him do him time now. He did well. But I think this side look like it coming like it bigger than him right now.
Yeah, that I've been saying that to some persons and, getting some sticks for it, but I honestly believe that him cannot manage. Because one of the things that surprised me is when, you see, after we went up 1-1 against France, honestly, at that time, even if you don't start Rashford, I think at that time, even to say, because I think the penalty score in the 54th minute. So Rashford could have come on even 68 minutes. How can you bring in them 70 or 80 minutes? That is a joke. I agree. I just don't believe him able to manage a team. The team was bigger than him. He cannot manage. And it was a Pep Guardiola, one of these men of that team. France that face a tougher challenge, I am telling you. They have Mason Mount sitting on the bench. The man is a joker. One is a total.
I think he could have done a little bit more with that, with those players.
Because even the bench, England bench could represent our next country with these. England bench could represent our next country and start, and you cannot manage them. So them give him up until the Euros. So let us see what is going to happen. Because honestly, I just believe him time down. He do well, but him just can't take it to the next stage. Some netball now. I look at the squad that gone over to England. Sean is in studio.
Yeah, Sean is over there.
Okay, so maybe him can have. Right, so the squad gone to England. I see 3 new faces, younger ones. That young lady Abigail and Crystal and the next one, Taffy. I don't remember her name. But the thing that is puzzling me, I don't know if Sean can help me, is Molisha Kelly. We cannot understand for the fact that how can we go back to Molisha Kelly? I know that we don't have Shamira and what is her name, the next one there from UAE, Latian. I know that those two not going, which is 2 defenders. But we could find somebody else. I think Molisha Kelly have done her time. Molisha Kelly is close to 40. So I don't understand how, and I just don't understand.
Is she playing well or not? So I don't think the age should be a significant part of it.
Well, Molisha Kelly haven't played. She played from 2021 in that series. She haven't played again since that time, and then because of COVID at the time, so she really don't have any competitive netball leading up to this. She going now. I know she's experienced, but we have players, man. Same like how you gone with these 3 young ladies, which I believe is 3 talented young ladies. I am telling you, because even the Abigail Sawyer used to attend the Queen's School and was dominant in that time when Queen's, high school used to win netball. Very good player. And then the one from GC Foster College, I think it's Homo she's coming from, Crystal. Very good player. These are for the future. So I can understand interject in them. When you go and go back to Mullah Shakili now, I think you could find other persons, there, even if you don't have the Shamira, because Shamira and Lati is the two top defenders we have right now, and they are not going. But we could find somebody else. Let's ask Sean what him take on it now.
All right, Sean, the man want to hear your views on it.
Since him have a little more to the net ball.
All right, cool.
All right.
Yeah, man. All right?
Yeah,
man.
man. All right, big up. Smith. Who we have now, Sean?
Sean, the man said, come give me your views. You're coming around? Your views are more important than ours in this one. Non-Potest joins us. Non-Potest.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi, Non-Potest.
How are you doing, gentlemen?
Yeah, man.
First call for the year, so let me extend my salutations to the team.
Yes.
And all the best, Sir Higgins.
Yes,
my
sir.
Condolences, sir.
Yeah, man, respect.
Sir Zidane.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to recall, I have in black and white, I have in for proof, Mr. Arteta, you see?
Mm-hmm.
So I know that your views kind of might change since yesterday, but I still think he will do well. I remember I have it in black and white. All right, so I want to...
Yes.
I want to bring a twist. I've been listening to this argument for quite a while. This GOAT and Pele, Maradona, Messi, you name it.
Yes.
I want to bring a twist. This doesn't change my view, and I'm not trying to change anybody else's view. What I think, though, we are not bearing into consideration is why I have called. Because I don't call regularly, I listen often, I don't call regularly. Being an aviator by trade, you see, there is a specific incident that I hold very close to me, clearly because of the industry in which it happened, where an airliner had to make an emergency landing in the U.S., in the Hudson River. I don't know if you guys would have had heard anything of the sort. But after that miracle flight, I would call it a miracle flight. And why I would call it a miracle flight is that if you're an aviator, you would understand the limitations and the constraints of what happened. But after that happened, there was, of course, massive investigations, FAA, insurance, brokers, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And they went as far as to simulate and to try to recreate the whole incident from radio, from black box, and so forth. And I know this might be outside of the scope of a lot of the callers, but bear with me. I'm going somewhere with it.
Yes.
And, of course, the Captain Sully, who was at the time operating, there's actually a movie made from it by the name of Sully, so you guys can, in your free time, view it. At the time, the airline would have praised him, no casualties. Of course, there was damage to the plane, but no casualties. And he, of course, after the investigation, they tried to recreate everything, as I said. Having done so, their chief aviator would have came up with an ideology that there could have been better decisions made. And he did this by way of simulator to say that actually the decision that Captain Sully made was not necessarily the best decision because he had other options at the time or other alternates.
Yes.
No.
What were the other options? What were those?
All right, and this is where I'm going. No, of course, he was now faced with, the whole bomb blast of answering to all of these and why he didn't make those alternates and other options, and having to defend himself. Now, what he brought into the mix in the courtroom, because it actually went to court, what he brought into the mix, having had the pilot simulate and, illustrate the other options, what he did immediately was that he pulled the engine. So he pulled the engines of the persons who were trying to prove a point that he had other options. Now, this was done in order to have Captain Sully and the rest of the team that was on the investigation bear in mind that what we are not accounting for in this time is human element, the decision making at the time.
Yes.
Now, why I've said all of that and why all of that editorializing came into play is that sometimes we go and we watch eras and we, of course, we watch it with a definitive, knowing that this is already the outcome. And so we cannot factor into those matches or those era what it was at that particular time that that player, that team, that competition was going through. You can watch a match, be in Brazil in World Cup, be in Maradona in England's World Cup. You've already known the outcome. So you can bear into mind to say, boy, of course, you know, him going to win. So I don't see him do nothing great. How can they say Maradona is great? How can they say Pelé is great? How can they say Messi is great? Because him just make a normal pass. But what we've not placed is the pressure and the element of human having known. And Zidane issue, I mean, Messi is my ball. But I will not argue that Messi is the greatest along or above all generations. Because what I've said to you, Sir Zidane, is put it into context where your son or your son's son may come back 20 years from now and say, boy, I want to say Messi great. Look on Mbappe now.
I don't think anybody is saying the other's not great, though.
No. But we argue the fact that he is not as great as or the best because we are not taking into... And I say this to say, this World Cup, you would have sat two of France, right? Going into 89 minutes or whatever, 2-2, of course, France having the momentum switch to them. That pressure or at that moment is a totally different match than watching it 4 years after, you know. You cannot factor in human reaction, human pressure.
But the good analysts will factor in those things, though.
No, man, you can factor it in at the time. That's what I'm saying. Watching it 4 years or 4 decades or 14 years, as I said, it is no different from making a decision in the year, trying to figure out your best runway as opposed to recreating this and putting every other element at the time which a pilot may not be thinking about. And I'm saying at the time, of course, there is we can come to all kind of assumptions and decisions as to what Pele, and you can only try to recreate, but nobody can understand.
All right, fine. So having said all that, how do you assess who is better than who? Because you can't recapture pressure.
And this my argument, my call was not to try to assess or de-assess who is greater.
No, so having told us all that, you're telling us that to what end though?
Yes, he's saying
I'm saying that to say, bear that in mind, that when we're making a decision or we're coming to a conclusion, right? It is easier to come to and Zidane says this very often. We can't come to this decision because I've never seen the man. So of course I can't tell you that Pelé is greater. I understand that, and I'm not trying to fight that down or to change his views, but I'm saying, having not seen it, you would also not seen the effect, the pressures, the globalized...
when it comes down to not seeing it, you just say you're going by who you have seen. So it's not a problem.
Understand that. Next point, quickly before, and this just goes to what you brought in the beginning of the episode or your broadcast,
yes,
where you would have spoken about all around. Which car is your favorite car, Sir Zidane? Which car would you, dream car, would you think of?
Lamborghini.
All of them have the same effect, you know. Then take it to the same place.
You're right.
All of them have the same effect. So, of course, Messi, all-round baller, Pelé, all-round baller. All of them have the same effect.
Yeah, but I think Messi is better in the other year.
No, man, but why
better passer, better dribbler, better goal scorer.
Why
so Messi,
is a Lamborghini better than a Toyota?
No, but that's a different argument. Messi is the
it's
better
all-round car. Don't you have speed, you have look, you have price, you have
Messi is the better all-round player than Pelé.
Right, but you have all-round with this.
Where you say no car better than no car?
I never said no car is better, but I'm saying you have cars that are more all-rounded. In other words, a car is more sport, a car is more economy, a car is more luxury. So that's what I'm saying with Messi now. And the argument they're giving you with Pelé is that left foot, right foot, it makes it easier to mark out Messi than it is for Pelé.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, sir, I don't know about that. Being left foot, right foot. Hold on, let me give you a minute after the break. Hold on, we're coming back.
Jamaica is in lanes 2, 6, and 7. The Jamaicans are flying down the track. Lane 6 is pulling away. Lane 7 is moving in. The crowd is on their feet. It's Jamaica 1, 2, 3. It's a new world record, a game changer. Join us on Mondays and Fridays at 11:30 a.m. for the Game Changer with T. Malhoot. The Game Changer, a ministry of Emmet, is sponsored by Malhoot, preparing the way, training the people, restoring all things. Find us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, WhatsApp and Telegram at 876-796-3118 or email malhootadvance@gmail.com.
Omega Radio now presents a health alert, sponsored by New Budget Supplies, always the best prices, and Bashco, the store that gives you more.
Avoid touching eyes, nose, and mouth. Hands touch many surfaces and can pick up viruses. Once contaminated, hands can transfer the virus to your eyes, nose, or mouth. From there, the virus can enter your body and can make you sick.
Omega Radio has just presented a health alert, sponsored by New Budget Supplies, always the best prices, and Bashco, the store that gives you more.
Top of the hour to you and yours. You're listening to Omega Radio, the station of the stars. Don't go anywhere. Call a friend, tell a friend. Thank you so much for listening. I am Archbishop John Wayne Manning, a.k.a. Wayne Jonathan Manning I. It's good to have you right here on Omega Radio. Tell a friend, call a friend, tell everybody.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk on Omega Radio.
Yes, non-protest. Why you think that because he used 2 foot him harder for Marco? Me not agree with that.
You don't agree with that? Well, you're entitled to your view, no problem there. But I'm saying, I know that there are various footballers, defenders, for example, who, from you get him on the right foot or the left foot, you know what he's trying to do or what he's aiming to do.
Yeah, but Messi has the ability to go right and then get back on the left.
And get back on the left, which effectively is a stronger foot.
So because he's so excellent at dribbling him, you just walk past you and just put it back on his favorite foot and deal with it.
That's as if you are head-to-head. What if his back is to the goal? You know where he's trying to go. Or what
no man, him can turn you anyway, man.
And that's what I'm saying, no difference. And it is the same thing with the head, so with that. If somebody is more effective in the ear, for example, like Ronaldo, right? You expect a greater rounded game.
No, but hold on, my boss, though, man.
Yeah.
Hold on, my boss, now. It doesn't matter, though, you know. If me I score more goals per game than you, if I'm a better,
man, gone to a different
yeah, but I'm saying the reason why Ronaldo wants to head the ball is because he wants to head the ball. Now the goal, my boss.
Bring up to you the car, you know, the car going to get you the same place, and on one just going to get you there quicker or more.
You know, I'm not sure I understand what non-protesters are saying.
What the argument you were saying earlier is that you don't understand what or why is an all-rounded player. What's the use of it? That was important. You don't understand the concept.
No. To say that you're more all-rounded than me means exactly what?
Means what?
What does it mean?
It means that effectively you are able to do other elements or more elements of the game better than the other person.
And usually when they say that, they talk about the two-footed players and the players who head better.
Or the head, which makes it rounded.
And I'm saying, you think that players who can use both foot than Messi and who heads better than Messi is more rounded footballer than Messi?
No. That's the point we're making.
They're not as effective as Messi. So
no, man, effective and all is two different things.
No, but when they are
going into dynamics of work,
when they are saying other people definition. When they say people are more rounded than Messi, what they are effectively saying is that they have more strings to them both on a football field than Messi. You know?
What they're effectively saying is that they have more strength than Messi. Doesn't mean that they're more effective. Doesn't mean that.
So what is the point? What is the point of being a better all-round footballer, but being more effective than you?
You have more strength and I'm better.
But we have various round. That's what I'm saying. We have various rounded footballer who's still not as effective as somebody who only have one foot.
Well, maybe them not that rounded.
Not at all.
Well, that is between them. But I'm saying you do have athletes, whether it is sprinting, in terms of endurance, whether it is cricket in terms of being able to bat and bowl, them still might not score.
No, man, with the cricket it's different, though, my boss.
But that's what I am trying to understand, or to make you guys understand the word or the terminology of all rounded.
So you say if I'm a better passer than you, and you use both feet, you're more rounded than me as a passer?
That is different. That is how you're using your roundness as a better passer. I could be a better shooter because I have a left foot. It must be passing.
No, man, but that's a brilliant question. You know? So you use your 2 feet to pass, and I use my 1 foot to pass, but I'm a better passer than you.
Yeah, but you may be only able to make or create that better pass from one angle. In other words, you might not be able to make a reverse.
I understand. Messi can pass the ball better than 99.999% of the man who play football.
Maybe 100, me agree.
Only with him left foot.
Yeah.
What makes you a better all-round passer than me?
It don't make no sense.
Because he cannot do what he can do with the left foot than the right, with the right or with his head. That's what I'm saying. He's all-rounded because he has more facets to his game.
All right. Does he have more weakness than Messi as well?
That could be argued. He may.
The man when Messi can pass the ball better than you. He can do a whole lot more things better than you. That's why he's a better passer than you know.
You are getting to the end result.
So he's probably better at getting into position, at reading the game, at picking out an opponent, at waiting the pass.
Arguing.
Why aren't those things that makes him more all-rounded than you?
Sir Higgins, I'm trying to argue who does it better, who has a higher numbers. I am just trying to give a light as to why all-rounded is there, because he can do all of that more than just 1 foot.
I hear you, but I not agree with the term.
None at all in football.
That's why I have a show.
All right,
non-protest. Music,
yeah,
brought to you by Edge Campaigns for people who dream in color. This one is from Wayne Marshall and the Bounty Killer. Thank you for the blessing.
Wayne Marshall, Rodney Price, stepping in all those antichrists. Take a nice, praise the Lord, and let's all rejoice. I see the heathen come with them deadly vibes. Oh, they want to sacrifice. Listen to the vibes.
Who am I to be a messenger? Thank you for your blessing, Jah. You turn me in a driver and not a passenger. Thank you for your blessing, Jah. And if I forget the way, help me remember. Thank you for your blessing, Jah. Blessing, Jah, blessing, Jah, blessing, Jah.
Why? From your district, you go overboard. You get the killer in the spirit of the Holy Ghost. Home if you turn right back and I can't resurrect. Me know me blessing overflow. Shouting name from coast to coast. Your neighbor in vain, we don't got support. And no time when things start. Go your way, a little boy, I have the antidote. Just live.
Who am I to be a messenger? Thank you for your blessing, Jah. You make me a driver and not a passenger. Thank you for your blessing, Jah. And if I forget my way, help me remember. Thank you for your blessing, Jah. Blessing, Jah, blessing, Jah, blessing, Jah. Oh, from the beginning of time when you blessed the eye, me have to walk and testify. Me see miracles every day in front of my eyes. Me know God will supply. So eventually, who don't see it yet, soon gonna realize. Trust and faith in a God are the way to a greater life.
When the boy them put gunshot in on me, it could have easily make me dead. But you know, say me sorry if I don't tell yet. So you lift me up instead. And me know say you worthy to be praised, oh Lord. So me lift your name up high. He that dwelleth in the sacred place won't be denied.
Who am I to be a messenger? Thank you for your blessing, Jah. You make me a driver and not a passenger. Thank you for your blessing, Jah. And if I forget my way, help me remember. Thank you for your blessing, Jah. Blessing, Jah, blessing, Jah, blessing, Jah. Oh, yeah. Wave your hand them side to side. From you know that Jah is real. From you listen to the voice. Then your blessing them don't see. And every time your burdens drown you, and you think there's nowhere through, God will send down the angels to save and rescue you.
I'm gonna lay down my burden. Down by the riverside. Down by the riverside. Down by the riverside. I'm gonna lay down my burden. Down by the riverside and study one no more. I'm gonna lay down my burden. Down by the riverside. Down by the riverside. Down by the riverside. I'm gonna lay down my burden. Down Riverside and study. Study want no more. On the blessings.
All right, that was Bounty Killer and Wayne Marshall with One Call. Thank you for the blessings. Brought to you by Edge Campaigns for people who dream. And to the point, you know that I could be one-footed, but I can make different passes. I have more range. So I can pass it shorter, longer, float it, all kind of angles I can give it with my 1 foot. So who would be the more rounded passer?
That's
not most me.
Yeah.
You pass with both feet, but you only can pass. You can make two passes, two kind of passes, but I can make 5 different type of passes in my one. I'm the more rounded passer.
Messi is a better all-round passer than most people.
Yes, and he's one. Yes, indeed.
So I'm gonna get this rounded thing.
MU.
Cristiano Ronaldo. MU.
What was Zidane?
We are changing your name. We can't change your name this year.
Nah, man. Change your color name.
No CR7, you want name?
Nah, man. That's CR7 when I start watch football, Orville. I'm a football god that.
Then why we can't call you a football god?
Nah, man. Me love my club, see me.
All right,
Manchester United for life.
All right.
But you know what I say, a man, I don't remember what his name, but he make a talk the other day. It's shame to make a talk like that.
Mm-hmm.
Say he support Manchester United.
Hello?
You know why he say that?
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't say you support Manchester United. And Messi is a good player, he's a great player, but not the greatest to me.
Okay.
See? He's a great player, and nothing wrong with that. He say he's a great player. But you, as a Manchester United supporter, and Ronaldo is a legend for Manchester United. Ronaldo ranks 3rd in Manchester United, the all-time legend.
Mm-hmm.
And the way you talk about the man, you couldn't be a supporter of the club because the man helped build the club.
So you say if you are a Manchester
like
United
it or not. So if you are talk about a man who helped build a club, one of the greatest clubs in the world, and you talk about him like that, but not like that. If you talk about Messi, talk about Messi, but don't try to bring down Ronaldo. Because Ronaldo is one of the greatest players playing for Manchester United.
Is who matter? Who you directing?
That elder
man from afar. Man from afar, man.
Man from afar.
Yeah.
Yeah, when him say Ronaldo, little man.
You can't say you're Manchester United support a legend like that. To Manchester United, you're going to bring them. Just to big up Messi. Big up Messi if you big up Messi.
Was he bigging up Messi or was he talking in the context of Man U improving now as a team? I don't think.
No, I'm talking about Messi.
No, man, he went and talked about United improving as a team. And he's saying, now that we have gotten rid of the little man, we are doing better as a team. So it wasn't a comparison being made between
No,
Ronaldo
but you're going to say a little man and evil. Who they come and say,
no, I don't want
to make the man come and say a little man.
No, man, but I did.
And Ronaldo is one of the greatest players for Manchester
Yeah,
United.
man, but I never agreed with him. If you listen to the call, I never agreed.
Yeah, I know you never agree with him. I know you never, because even the guy said that, so you should have said more, because you never agree with him.
Yeah, but guess what? He's a big fan of United, and he thought Ronaldo styled the club, so he must style back Ronaldo.
No, man, Ronaldo did not style the club, and people.
No, I never said he didn't. I'm saying he thinks he did.
No, man.
Because if Ronaldo had left in a nice manner,
Zidane,
yes.
Zidane, did you listen to the interview? I watch the interview every.
Hold on, my boss. Right. We take a break. We're coming.
The JSC Group, Jamaica Stock Exchange, Jamaica Central Securities Depository Limited, and JCSD Trustee Services, providing a fair, efficient, and transparent stock market for over 45 years. The time by the Jamaica Stock Exchange Group is 2:15.
Whatever the times, whatever you do, Hanes Underwear is the brand for you. Hanes Underwear for the perfect fit. Hanes Underwear is a hit. Dressing up to go with Hanes Under is how we flow. Comfort and style for everyone. A favorite for generations. Hey, hey.
It's the Everybody Sale at New Budget Supplies. Do-it-yourself professionals and contractors. This is the sale for you. Lumber, steel, dress and form ply, water tanks, pumps, PVC pipes and fittings, toilets, bathtubs, vanities and basins, windows, paint, doors, floor and wall tiles, thin sets and grout. Up to 20% off selected items. 195 Hagleyburg Road. Telephone 923-4560. New Budget Supplies. Always the best prices.
Well, if you want buy appliances for your home with the quality high and the price low, get it on a Bashco. Get it on a Bashco. 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 For everything where you need. Bashco. Quality service guaranteed and a Bashco. Get it on a Bashco. Gives you more. Yeah. Bashco. Get furniture for your house, bed linen, everything for your kitchen, rugs, mugs and more at Bashco. The store that gives you more. Bashco.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk on Omega Radio.
All right, welcome back. MU, you're still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
As may I say, you listen to the interview, right?
I did.
Yeah. And the interview, basically everything when Ronaldo talking that interview is
MU, I don't think you understand it. You're not understanding my point, you know.
Yeah.
You don't believe that he disrespect the club. The other person does. You understand?
Yeah,
so
but
if he feels the man disrespect him club, I'm gonna disrespect Ronaldo. That's why I'm calling him little man.
But alright, man, about the
so what you must say is that
only talk about the coach.
Fine, but say you disagree.
And chairman around the club say they are cheating. It's not right.
Yeah, but you
because listen, let me explain.
No, but I understand. No, but I understand where you're coming from. You know, you disagree that Ronaldo disrespected the club, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
No, but you know, I could argue, you know, that if you disrespect the owners of the club and the coach of the club, by extension, people could tell you that you're disrespecting the club. You know?
Well, there you go. Yes.
Because of survival.
Because he's the current manager. And
yeah. If you are the principal of a school and I come on radio and burn you out as the principal, say, I hate that principal, that I hate that in the place good.
All right, but
couldn't I say that in essence you are disrespecting the school?
All right, but you still have the seat and a standpoint as CBR because he said he wanted to leave Orville. Right?
No.
I'm bringing back to D.
I'm asking you. No, man, I don't want hey, man, I just ask you. Yeah, I'm saying, couldn't it be said? You know, answer me all the way now. If I come and if I say the Jamaican Prime Minister is this and him that and him not this and him not that and him not that, couldn't someone say I'm disrespecting Jamaica?
Yeah, but you could have been talking the truth same way.
My boy.
No, but may I say, Orville, you say you have Ronaldo in your plans and you have him on the bench. And Michael Owen tell you, say, having Ronaldo on the bench, you better you play him or you let him go. As several other players said, you can't have a man as that magnitude on the bench.
And I'm saying the fact that you took on the club's management, rightly or wrongly, it could be argued that in essence, by extension, you're disrespecting the club. You drag the club name into disrepute.
It's that day, if Manu have a 1,000 supporter, 99% of the supporter want other people to run the club, want other owners. So why is all of the fans about disrespect the club then?
All right, my boss, we'll leave it there.
All right.
All right. Big up, MU.
Big up, Monday.
All right.
Alric.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
What's up?
There, you know. Just want to, I guess, update the listeners who have not heard. World has another big footballer, Gianluca Vialli.
Oh, yes.
Italian.
Former Chelsea manager and player.
Former Chelsea manager, yeah. And player. Died at 58 from pancreatic cancer.
Yes.
Big baller for Italy, you know?
Yeah, man.
Especially for Sampdoria and Juventus. He was the Champions League winner, captain for Juventus when they won in 96.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the Italian people are mourning, and I guess football in general, because he
He was also on the coaching staff of Italy when they won the Euros. Because he and Roberto Mancini are best friends. Played for Sampdoria together. And he was a part of that backroom staff who led.
I didn't even notice he was there.
Repeat?
I didn't notice he was there. No?
Yeah, man. He was there, man. And he is the first Italian to manage in the Premier League as well.
Yes.
Gianluca Vialli, big baller. Yes, I want to touch that thing about the more rounded ball and the 1 foot ball of them.
Yes.
Really, Messi. Basically, I knock them a try knock against Messi, you know. And there are ballers of that skill who predominantly use 1 foot.
Yes.
And for Messi, and you guys have made a point, for Messi to have, quote unquote, 1 foot as they say. And he's one of the best scorers in world football. Best dribbler. And a 1 foot him have according to them. But yet them still can't stop him from being as effective as he is.
Yeah, but Alric, let me ask you. If me can take it from the right hand side and dribble past to and curl it in at the back of the net, that's one type of goal. Me dart inside the 18 box, the ball play across, we juke it in at the goal. Me can score different. So you might be able to kick with both feet, but at one type of goal you are scoring, you just run at the 18 box and just kick it in. While Messi can score from the left, can the right, through the middle, free kicks. It again means with his 1 foot, he'll be a better all-round goal scorer than you.
Exactly.
So the only other thing you can do is maybe head it in, consider better than him. But he has more ways of scoring than you.
Exactly. So the man who use both feet and can head well, them have potentially more ways of hurting the opponent.
Yeah, but you have to do it. You have to do it to claim that you're a more all-round scorer. You can't score. Look at Messi. You know, say Messi scores more different goal than Cristiano Ronaldo. Look at both of them in the last couple of years. Ronaldo, we say him inside the 18 box, wait. And doing things. Yes, he become a tapping merchant. Messi dribble from all different angles and get the ball in the air and score. Curler, tappy, everything Messi score. Every type of goal except maybe constantly hitting the ball in the back of them.
So the argument doesn't make sense because even Arjen Robin, them don't know that one left him up. I'm going to drift him on the left. But yet still them can't stop him. You see me as this?
Yes.
They know where the man will come with him, but them can't stop him. The man is effective. But I look at Messi's numbers. So Messi to date has scored 706 goals in his career. And when the man scores 700 goals, then do a breakdown of how him get him goals then.
Wonderful.
So Messi scored 582 goals with him left foot, because we know him predominantly a left footer.
Yes.
Him scored 92 goals with him right foot. That's a lot of goals.
Wow.
With him right foot. Him scored 24 with him head and 2 from other part of his body. So for a man who them say 1 left, the man has scored almost 100 goals, 92 with him right foot. But yes, the man, everybody knows that Messi is predominantly a left foot player, but to score 92 goals, close to 100 goals with a right foot, shows that the man is good at using his right foot as well.
You know what I've noticed over the years? You see the predominant right-footed players.
Yeah.
They are not usually thought of being one-footed like
exactly.
one left man.
You're correct. You're correct.
One left man is a problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent point.
Most people use them right foot more than them left, but they are not usually considered one left. We say one left, but we don't say one right. You know?
No, it's
exactly.
And because even Pele does predominantly use his right foot in the games I saw.
Most people in the world are right-footed and right-handed.
Yeah.
Isn't it? So
you're right, Orville.
A left-foot player.
You know what I would love for you to do, Alric, give you the breakdown on Ronaldo.
I'm going to do that. To see how many goals Ronaldo score with him left foot. He's a predominantly right foot kicker.
Yes.
And me couldn't know. All right, me left with this. So enjoy the weekend, Jeff.
Yeah, man. All right, big up yourself.
Yeah, man, cool.
All right, here's the Economist.
Hello, good afternoon, KLF Massive.
Good afternoon, Economist.
Yeah, Orville, first you.
Mm-hmm.
Tell the people them who selecting this Sportsman of the Year and runner-up Sportsman of the Year. Tell them to check with the racers experts and do some background checks on all our riders from Jamaica who ride in overseas in America and Canada. Before they come up with their final list. Here is full time we're looking at the jockeys overseas and see what they're doing.
Is there anybody you have in mind who you think should be in the mix?
The Warrior Chief, Ian Nelson.
What has he done this year?
Ian Nelson has migrated from Jamaica to Canada. And he has ridden a lot of classic race up there with top jockeys from all over the world.
Ridden them or won them?
One man, one.
What's his...
Hey, DNL, he's now an American millionaire.
Okay.
So to Andrew Ramjeet. Some great things happening overseas with the Jamaican jockeys. And because of our status culture towards athletics, we neglect these champions among us and the last in the pond. That's not fair.
All right,
so deliver that message to them from here.
Well, if they are jockeys competing internationally and doing well, relative to the rest of the world, because it's a worthy suggestion.
When you ride among Simon husbands, man, you're big man.
Okay.
Hey, look here, Cayman has Spark, you see?
Mm-hmm.
It's the only sports in Jamaica that will never die and cannot die. And it has stimulated the most millionaire in Jamaica, especially since COVID-19. Race or sport. I mean, I want them call it not gambling, you know. Because if you want to check the definition of racing in Jamaica with the betting, gaming, and lottery, you know what they classify it as?
What?
Sports and entertainment. We don't gamble at the track. We participate in sports and entertainment. And that is why I like cricket lacking in this country, you know, Orville.
Yeah.
What does that mean to Jamaican cricket, Orville, again? And a cricket guru like you, consultant in my book, who me learn so much things from. Why them don't consult you and give you a contract to fix Jamaican cricket? Why?
Good question, sir.
So you don't have nobody you can talk to?
They're not going to give me them job, them.
Oh, them not going to give you? Why?
Because I'm not
black and ugly like me?
No, I'm not a former Jamaica player.
Oh, all right, so listen.
Or a West Indian player.
Hey, you know, all the while you touch them thing there, me going to say this to you. You know why them reserve those positions for those type of people?
Why?
It's part of them pension, you know.
Well, I don't know.
Yes, because as I hear you talk every day, Zidane, and you have big up players and big them up when them kick the ball on the field and throw hoop in a net. But you see, after them retire, two main things happen to international athletes after they retire. Me have three me I got to tell you. Them face divorce litigation because their glory days are over. And a lot of them have some of the largest divorce case in the world. Now call the name. And when they reach 10 years into retirement, they find out that the medical part of them side, all those who play American football, they suffer some great concussion and they start develop what is known as dementia. When you can't even remember your phone number, your daughter's name. And the money that they earn can't fix that medical dilemma. Orville.
Yes.
Never tell you and Zidane this and tell the listeners. You know, say, me use my mouth enough and my brain enough, you see?
Uh-huh.
But you know to fix that brain problem every day if you watch goldfish swim. You know, like if you watch goldfish swim, like all 15 minutes before your bed, you go at your fish tank. And you just look on your goldfish, them a swim and just look on how them moving at the aquarium. You know it help build back your brain waves.
No, I didn't know.
And make you sleep better.
Didn't know. But...
I'll tell you this, Zidane.
Yes. Hold the line. Hold the line, economist. Don't move. We'll take a break. We're coming back.
Over 100 homes delivered across 14 parishes. Your government, under the new social housing program, is making home ownership possible for those who didn't even dare to dream. Over the next 3 years, we will be building 1,500 homes just for our vulnerable citizens. Without a doubt, all citizens, irrespective of economic status, deserve a good home. Your government cares.
The proceeding was brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
Omega Radio now presents Sports in a Minute. It's sponsored by Edgechem, Fosrich Group of Companies, Enibet, and Dangel's Auto Spares and Accessories.
World number one Iga Swiatek was left in tears after a straight set defeat by the American Jessica Pegula in the semi-finals of the inaugural United Cup. Pegula, ranked third in the world, needed just 71 minutes to wrap up a dominant 6-2, 6-2 win in Sydney. Poland's Swiatek, the French and US Open champion,
had beaten Pegula in their previous 4 games. That is sports in a minute. Omega Radio has just presented Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem for people who dream in color. Fosrich, we open on Sundays with special discounts on all items in store. Solar floodlights, water heaters, conduits, and more. Or visit fosrich.com and shop. Anybet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly. And Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue in Kingston.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number 1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk on Omega Radio.
All right, I'm back with the Economist for his last.
Yeah, Zidane, you know, say, all you run up your mouth on Ronaldo. Here Ronaldo tell the Saudi Arabian people them say the club.
Mm-hmm.
He's now in Saudi Arabia to play with this team because he has conquered all of Asia and Europe with his skills and win all the major trophies.
Yes, I saw it, man.
But wouldn't
All right, man. So that tell you say Ronaldo is a happy man.
Well, at least
happy, you know. He must live some quality life, you know.
At least he wants to telegraph that message.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Orville. That's why I love your English, you know.
We're not buying it, though.
So whether you want
I believe that if a big club had come calling, Ronaldo would have been in Europe playing in the Champions League come February.
Look here. Ronaldo, the club, the man who won the club where Ronaldo play for. One of the richest man in the world. The man they play for Sheik. Well, in the Saudi kingdom. But I want to leave you with this, Orville.
Yeah.
As rich as the NBA is, you see?
Mm-hmm.
Them can't believe so much of them players, good players fall on hard time because of poor investment decision.
Mm-hmm.
One of your consultancy, because a lot of NBA players who you know in the past, them now living off an NBA pension. You see you Orville again.
Yes.
When them are reform JFF with this football thing, because the World Cup, we have to reach World Cup, next World Cup.
Yes.
Me are going to sit to that. Because me are going to put some suggestions on this show. Where if them not buying into even 2 of them suggestions there, I'll be a fool with that around the thing. May I tell you something to tell them?
Yes.
Tell them so they must go and check the background of all of the club players that is playing in the club. Arnett, Gardens, Waterhouse, etc. And look at the quality life that they live in and make a note of a SWOT analysis of it. And when they're going to come back to the public, they must publish 5-year worth of financial statement from the JFF and make the public know the state of the players and all of them. Because we have to go fix it. Mm-hmm. Just like how we have feed the arts them and Cayman and Spark every week.
All right.
We have to go fix the football through crowd support. Tell them that here, consultant Orville.
All right,
and
sir.
you say them not give a job for the panel. Either you or Zidane, me them all a pay man for scout player. Zidane, you know good scouting of player.
Yes.
So them not offer you a job to scout some player in the inner city.
They need to call me, my boss.
Hey, you know one of the things we as Jamaican, we don't like see one another elevate. We prefer foreign things than foreign things. That's why we sell out to one another. Have a good day.
All right, Economist. Big up.
All right. Omar
Williams?
It is a privilege to be on the show, but it is an honor to call after where my vote is going to go for caller for the year.
You got another 30, man.
Big up yourself, Mr. Economist. Yeah? I don't know this man in person, but this man sounds like a real man. I can't tell you that much.
You'll meet him at the link up, man.
May I forget the link up, man?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, man, definitely. I'm just this is my vote there. But move on to the meat of the matter. Zidane?
Yes, sir.
So you are saying that me hear this 2-foot argument. What is the narrative behind the 2 foot?
I'm saying not because you score more often or use your weaker foot more often than me, it doesn't mean you're an all-round better attacking player than I am.
Oh, okay.
No. Because I can be predominantly more one-footed than you, but I make more different type of passes than you.
Okay.
You follow me? So I can have more range. I can make the crossfield pass. I can throw the eye of a needle. And I can make the short, snappy passes. But maybe you can only make long-range passes with both feet. So who would be the better all-round passer in that regard?
Okay. Oh, so it is based on that.
It can't be based on you 2-foot. It have to be based on what you actually do while on the field of play.
Okay, but in logical sense though, a man who is 2-footed I have more dimension to his game than a man who is one.
No, but I don't believe that
necessarily.
Because I don't believe that Ronaldo has more dimension to his game than Messi.
No, we not use the name, no man. We not use the name. We not use the Messi and Ronaldo. We just use.
The answer to that is not necessary.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, Orville?
No.
All right, so I'm going to use a player like Kevin De Bruyne. What do you think about Kevin De Bruyne this season, Zidane? What do you think about him being productive this season? Has he have better season, or this is one of his worst season?
Now, what do you use the word worst? But he has had better seasons.
He has had better season, playing from a different position, right?
Yes.
Right. So, Kevin De Bruyne is a right-footed player, technically. True?
Predominantly, yes.
Right. I had made this point also on the sports desk before to say that Pep Guardiola having him playing from the right side of the attack is going to limit him somewhat. I think playing him from the center would have given him more option because for me he's a more dominant player coming through the middle where he have more range, more than a team can set up them defense when he's on the right side. So only thing he's going to aim for is Ireland in the back.
I agree with that, but I don't understand that comparison with the points that we are making.
No, but then as we are then that talk about the point if you understand that. You understand that?
No, I think Kevin Durant is better through the middle.
Exactly, than being on the right side, and he's a right footer. True?
No man, he's better through the middle than on any side, whether right or the left side.
Alright.
He's more effective for me through the middle.
So then Zidane, then look at it then. So if a player can use both foot and he's coming from an angle, wouldn't it make him better? Let's say him have a better.
It still come down to your effectiveness though, Omar. Man. So even
no, as we say no, that's why.
So any side you want, any side, left or right, give me Messi over Kevin De Bruyne or Ronaldo or anybody who play football.
And that you understand, that's the problem lies with the argument. Everybody are trying to win the argument.
No, I'm not trying to win any argument about.
No, I said I know the names we are talking about, but just think about it from a logical point of view.
No, but you are saying we mustn't call names, or call names. The principle is that you may be better with your 2 foot, but me is the better. I may have 1 foot, and me is a better overall better passer than you.
No, but remember this argument. No, when we are saying with calling names, it is the argument surrounding the name,
The argument is, can a player who is predominantly 1-footed be a better all-round passer than somebody who uses both feet? That is the argument. And the answer to that is yes.
Yes, it can be, of course.
Then why you call specific name and thing? The principle is Lionel Messi, who is predominantly 1-footed, is a better all-round passer than most people who ever play football.
Orville, that's why I asked Zidane, what was the argument all about?
But that is what the argument is.
No, because as we say, if you use 2 foot, Orville, and a player use 1 foot, by using 2 foot, it gives you a better advantage.
It depends on who the players are. Yeah. Lionel Messi, Diego Maradona are 2 predominantly 1-footed players. Arguably the 2 best passers of the football me ever seen in my life.
Yes. But we don't know them money out of the world already.
But that is why I said depends on who. So the principle, the argument is, can you be more a better all-round passer than somebody else who better at 2 foot? The answer is yes. It don't mean say every 1-foot man better than every 2-foot man.
And that is what I asked Zidane from start, and I never that is Zidane to me, Orville.
I will explain to you.
It means that it is possible to be a better all-round passer with your 1 foot than a man who used 2 foot.
That's the crux of the argument.
That is possible. It don't mean say every 1-foot man pass better than every 2-foot man. It don't mean say when you are a teacher, you don't want him to be able to use both feet. It don't mean say using both feet generally is not an advantage. It don't mean that. It means that there are some people, Jermaine Hugh, for example, in Jamaica, who is a far better passer of the football than most people who ever play in Jamaica, even though some of them use them other so-called weak foot better than him. No more argument on feeling that.
That is what Zidane should have explained. So
Well,
we could
man.
move on to the next point quickly.
So move on to the next point.
So Zidane, did I hear you say that Manchester United is better off without Ronaldo?
No, a caller was presenting that case the other day. I was just telling Manu what he said.
Oh, but listen, me can tell you this. Yeah, Man, you will never, ever, not within the next 10 seasons, reach a level that they were when Ronaldo was there. I'm not talking about this season. The season we're going, you know. So the height where Ronaldo brought that club to, Man, you will never get back there within the next 10 seasons, my boss.
Okay.
Yeah? And I want you to tell me, who's the top 4? Seemingly, you watch almost half of the league already. Who you have in the
Didn't
top
I give him a top 4 already? City, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Liverpool.
So Liverpool got the top 4?
Yeah, man, they have them squeeze them in. Them squeeze them down a foot.
So what go on with Newcastle?
No, I gave my prediction before the start of the season. You asked me if I'm changing?
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
me not change yet.
You're not changed yet. But Chelsea look like they're in a problem, you know.
They're in a deep problem, my boss. Deep problems. You don't look good, my boss.
They look good,
Not at all.
But as I said before, I like where the league is headed now. As I said at the start of the season, because this was one of the reasons why I said that I don't think Man City would win the league this year, because you have too much teams who are capable of playing football this season. Because we have the Newcastle, we have the Chelsea who can come good when they're ready. We have the Liverpool who are going to shape up when they're ready. We have the Tottenham, we have the Arsenal of these world. We have Man U who are going to come good when they're ready as well. So, but any given day, any of these 7 teams can beat a Manchester City team. So,
yes,
for me, I like where the league is, where the competitiveness of the league is heading to. Because we not really call the Brentford and the Brighton and these teams either. And these teams look like them serious about the league as well. So, I think the English league is a very good league. Ronaldo gone somewhere else. But I hate when people are going to look and say, boy, the team better off without Ronaldo. This man had the leading goal scorer for him come there, you know. And this man have all right to say that the club is trading.
Maybe they're talking about more than just what he actually does on the field.
Yeah, because I think...
maybe they're talking about also disrupting the thing outside of what he does on the field.
But you have to remember this, Zidane.
So it's a distraction. Because remember the other day when...
When this man was coming back to Manchester and boss, it took Alex Ferguson, players and everybody come down to say, listen, you have to come back at the club. So if all of that happen, and I'm back at the club, and then you're going to treat me that kind of way, yeah, I forgot make it known, brother. Them disrespect the player.
All right, Ronaldo fan.
I don't know Ronaldo fan, but you don't see what you're on my ball. So that's the foolishness.
I hear you. Big up yourself, though.
We have to just be honest where the thing is, my boy.
All right, I hear you.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
How about that?
Yeah, man.
We are coming to the break, so might as well we take that, and we're coming back.
Lord Keisha, you hear about the little girl we get shot in the community last week?
What do you mean?
I'm here say things are gonna get even crazy, I know, cause them boy they smuggling some new gun the other day.
If me could have said something without bad man hear about my name, I would have talked with me know a long time, you know. Cause for them foolishness always come back for hurt the innocent people in the community.
But you know, say, them have one program where you can actually give information to the police secretly, you know. Customs join up with Crime Stop and start one campaign named Tell Us. So people can give tips and nobody nothing know say them. Them all give out money if the reward lead to an arrest or them can find the gun them.
Boy, honestly, me kind of afraid, you know. But things can't continue, so. Me ready to tell them when me know.
You're right. We have to put a stop to it.
The Jamaica Customs Agency wants you to tell us what you know. Call Crime Stop at 311 to share information about illegal guns and other contraband coming through our borders. The Jamaica Customs Agency, country above self.
With over 40 years of record service, Lock Safe and Vault Limited is your trusted security provider.
Get affordable prices on a wide variety of seals, garage doors, access control supplies, magnetic lock, fingerprint, weatherproof keypads, card access system, time attendance, power supplies, and exit buttons. Professional services provided. Visit 40 Shortwood Road, Kingston 8. Problem solved with Lock Safe involved.
It's now time for This Day in Sports, a feature highlighting historical events in sports.
On January 6, 1930, Australian cricket icon Don Bradman scored 452 not out for New South Wales against Queensland in Sydney. This, at the time, was a world record individual first-class score.
That was This Day in Sports, a feature highlighting historical sporting events.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk on Omega Radio.
All right, welcome back. And we go to CC from Portmore.
Yeah, man, because I big up all of the Messiahs and the Ronald distance. Because I realize now when I never remember what the guy name, when him call and him talk about Messi, weaker foot stats and
Alric?
Yeah. But I say, how convenient for him to not know Ronaldo's stats.
Well, he provided
no, man,
them.
He sent them to us.
Yes.
No, I say, if you never ask him, but I tell you, that is when...
No, man, but generally, in fairness to Alric.
He came to discuss the message.
The argument was the argument about
defend.
The argument about one-footedness was aimed directly at Messi.
Yes.
Yeah, but what I think is the thing about the one-footedness thing, we have to take into consideration Orville and Zidane and the whole thing about all-round football. I think persons will tell you that, because you know the stat, you have the stats for Ronaldo now. So you got to say, yo, I'm going to tell you, Ronaldo can give you 100 goals either on him right foot, him left foot, or him head.
Well, out of 700 career goals, he
have 141 on him head, he have 151 on him head, 141 on him left foot, and I think he have 525 on him right foot. So he have majority on him right foot, but he have over 100, near 150 both on him head and him foot.
Well, Messi has 90 with his weak.
99 on him weak foot, and him have.
So what does all that tell us, though?
Yes.
What does all that tell us?
No, what I'm saying is, it just tells you that as a goal,
no. But here's my other question. So let us say I score 100 goals with my left foot only, but I'm scoring a goal a game with my left foot. 100 goal me gone, 100 game, left foot only. You gone 100 game, you score 50 goals, 25 with your left, 25 with your right. Which one of us is the better all-round goal scorer?
Me.
You're
not better than me in no regard.
So you want me to run it again by you. Player A has 100 goals, all of them with 1 foot. Player B, after 100 games, has 50 goals, 25 with him left, 25 with him right. Or let us say 20 with him left, 20 with him right, and 10 with him head. So him score 50 goals in 100 games, while a man score 100 goals.
The man who scored more goals, the more prolific.
No. I didn't ask who is more prolific, Who is the better all-round goal scorer?
No, man. The other man can be the better all-round goal scorer. He's just more prolific.
Oh, he's not the better all-round goal scorer?
No, he's just more prolific.
He is more prolific.
He's more prolific. Look at it like this, Orville. No, man. You're what one, man.
You know what I call all-round goal scorer? The man who is able to score different kind of goal. Because the man who scored 100 goals, if you go back to Messi, as Zidane said, the man has scored one goal per different goal from one different thing.
You just made that brilliant point and CC don't understand it, Because it's not one type of goal Messi has scored per game,
There you go.
He does that, he not score with nowhere else on his body.
It's not one type.
No, you can't use the body part. No, CC, you can't use the body part.
How can you be a better all-round goal scorer than me when me have scored twice the amount of
goals? The goal you score per game.
But I say depend on what I use to determine all-round goal scorer. And I'm saying to you that whatever you're determining...
You are using body parts and I'm using types of goals.
Can a man go down the wing, cross the ball in the air, and you say Messi will score it 7 out of 10 times?
That's one aspect of goal scoring.
And that is what I'm saying.
No, but that's one aspect. What about the other aspect?
I'm saying that is just one aspect. If you put Messi on the left, and he has to dribble in, come in on the right, can he score 7 out of 10 times?
Messi?
Messi
Yes,
on the left.
yes.
Messi on the left. 7 out of his 10 times. Zidane.
Yes, Lionel
Calm
Messi.
down, Zidane. Messi.
You're joking, my boss. You're joking.
Messi cannot play. left
Messi
wing
will listen.
and
Listen.
score
Listen what.
7 or 8.
Listen what Lionel Messi does not learn sports and CC. Messi has the ability to come on his right foot and then get it back where he wanted to bust the net, my boss. That's what he does.
Listen to what I say to you. Messi plays right wing, false 9 in the middle of the park. Messi do not play left link. You hear me, I tell you? Messi do not play there.
What do you mean by him don't play left link?
Listen, I'm saying to you that Messi plays predominantly right. If he can play, Messi is excellent.
I've seen Messi score a lot of goals coming in from the left hand side. So
Listen,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not saying Messi can't score out from the left
No,
side.
I'm saying he has done it a lot.
But I'm saying to you that at no point in Messi's career, remember Messi started out as a forward, you know. So Messi is a prolific goal scorer, you know. So it's not like you can take that away from Lionel
Messi scores
Yeah,
different types of goals.
The argument here is how we define all round. A lot of these discussions are matter of definition.
Yes.
And your definition of all round is body parts. My definition of all round is types of goal.
But all right,
And I believe that Messi can score different types of goal more than most people who play football.
Messi can score no goal that Cristiano Ronaldo cannot score. There's no goal that Messi can score that Cristiano Ronaldo cannot score. Cristiano Ronaldo can score goal.
But you're going to from one elite goal scorer to another elite goal scorer to try and make a point.
That is why I'm saying to you, Orville, the Messi versus Cristiano Ronaldo.
No, but this was not a Messi versus Cristiano Ronaldo argument, though.
Oh, I'm saying the right foot, left foot, 1 foot argument, and people bringing in those two ballers, no make no sense.
Ronaldo might actually be, if somebody say Ronaldo is a better all-round goal scorer than Messi, you could argue that, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying.
That's elite to elite.
Yeah, but that wasn't the argument.
But the next thing too, I think Orville mentioned that Messi and Maradona is arguably the best passers that he has ever seen, and then predominantly use 1 foot.
Yeah.
You understand? When you name it, that means that Orville haven't seen Pirlo play. You haven't seen
No man, Mr. all of the greats them play. None of them can pass the ball better than them the two man.
Pirlo play.
Come on, Pirlo can't pass like Messi.
Pirlo can pass the ball better than Messi and Maradona, brother.
Messi and Diego Maradona cannot pass the ball like Andrea Pirlo.
Me disagree. Me disagree.
I disagree as well.
Andrea Pirlo can pass the ball
better than Maradona and Messi.
Listen what I say. Andrea Pirlo
the more me the man the more me I want to have football like put my TV up on me.
Andrea Pirlo, Xabi Alonso,
Xavi.
Listen, Xavi
Come
at
on.
Barcelona. Messi cannot pass the ball like
Come
Xavi
on,
at Barcelona.
CC, man. CC, listen to
Zidane, listen to me, I said to you.
CC, go watch back some tape, CC, please.
You have several type of passes. You have short passes, long passes. You have all type of range of passes. And I'm saying to you that when it come on to pass in the football, Andrea Pirlo is the master of pass in the football. Whether you want a short pass, whether you want a long pass, whether you want a diagonal, anything you want.
He's a big passer, but him can't pass like Messi.
So irrespective of what you want to say, Messi is a very good passer of the ball. Probably great passer of the ball. But Messi does not have the range of passing.
What do you mean Messi don't have the range?
Messi don't have the range
Go
of
watch
passing.
Go watch a Belgium game in the 2014 World Cup. Deep inside his own half. Through 3 players to Angel Di Maria. And Di Maria never scored. Range, beauty.
Andrea Pirlo.
We leave it there, so Pirlo bigger passer than Messi.
Xavi. Listen, you say Xavi at Barcelona? Wait, you say Xavi at Barcelona, you're going to tell me that Lionel Messi can pass the ball better than Xavi?
By far, my boss.
Better than Xavi?
Yeah, by far.
No,
CC, big up yourself.
This is blasphemy. Blasphemous at the highest level. Xavi.
All right,
Pirlo.
CC, big up yourself.
No, sir.
All right, sir. Mystery.
Can you hear? You hearing me?
Yes, Mystery. Good afternoon.
You hear me clear?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Don't worry, I'm not coming back from what I done with yesterday already.
But
but there is a good argument, and it's something I always look at. The 1 foot ballers are always on left foot, and I never hear about a man with a one right yet.
Yeah, it's true.
Yes, I always people better with them left foot people consider as 1 foot.
True. Hello?
We lost him.
Ah, Lord.
Try us back, Mystery. Try it back. All right, let's go to Rollington Town in the meantime. Rollington Town, good afternoon.
What's happening?
Rollington Town is not there? I'm hearing some sound. We're hearing Rollington Town is not concentrating on what is going on, it seems.
All right, so we lose. Who we just lose? Well?
You don't really see them kicking any free kick with them left foot.
No, they don't.
They don't know, man. They don't kick free kick with them left foot, man.
And when they get in goal scoring position and they have time, they try to put
His
back
right
on their
foot.
right foot. Yes.
Yeah, man, his right foot, man.
Yes.
So a lot of the people that say that bash some of these left footers like the Maradona and the Messi after them one-footed. They're not as one-footed as we think.
No, it's correct. Look at the amount of goal Alric said that Messi scored with him weaker foot. 90
Exactly. Exactly.
That's
the man that scored 90 at goal in them career.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So just the left footers get that kind of beating.
Yeah.
But Zidane, this argument about the passing,
yes,
it's clear that people like Messi and Maradona can pass the ball as good as, well, Messi as good as, better than anybody else with just one foot.
I agree with you 100%, my boss.
And can pass people too. Look at the goal that Maradona scored, the famous goal. The one that Orville make overshadow and whole brain with Maradona.
Yeah, the one against England.
Yeah, man, when the man reach right up there beside the keeper, you know, and the right foot alone can get the ball around the keeper, you know.
And he did
And the
slap
man still beat the keeper in the tight angle with the left foot and score with the left foot.
Yes.
So, them can use that one foot and do one that same way, man.
Yeah, man.
So it come back to the term all-round passer. You can use your 2 foot and me, you and I'm Messi and Maradona. Which is the better all-round passer?
They want to make
them I use body part.
Yeah, they want to make the different type of great passes the better all-round passer. It's just
Yeah, man, I agree with you, Zidane. Which would be the Maradonas and the Messi?
Of course, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
So
all right, I don't do Zidane. Do I have a question for you, Zidane? Let's come on to greatness.
Yes.
Would you consider Baggio and Romario? I want to compare Baggio and Romario. Which one you would consider a greater World Cup baller? Romario and Baggio, Roberto Baggio.
You think that one is tight, you know, my boss?
It's tight. I don't think it's tight in terms of how them play in the 94 World Cup. Because I think Baggio was more outstanding than Romario in the 94 World Cup. You remember Baggio?
Me disagree.
Especially when he reached the second round?
It's tight, my
Me
boss.
disagree. Honestly,
You disagree, that's what have you?
Me think Romario was more outstanding than Baggio.
Than Roberto Baggio in the 94 World Cup?
Yeah, me think Romario was a stand-up. And it's not just because they went on to win. As a matter of fact, I think the Romario-Bebeto combination in the World Cup there is one of the greatest combinations of the history of World Cup football.
Hold on, Mr. Man. Hold on. We'll take a break. We're coming.
All right. Why?
It's the Everybody Sale at New Budget Supplies. Lumber, steel, dress and form ply, water tanks, pumps, PVC pipes and fittings. Up to 20% off selected items. 195 Hagleyburg Road. Telephone 923-4560.
The time by New Budget Supplies, always the best prices, is 3 o'clock.
Omega Radio now presents a health alert. Sponsored by New Budget Supplies, always the best prices, and Bashco, the store that gives you more.
Use bleach. Diluted household bleach solutions can be used if appropriate for the surface. Never mix household bleach with ammonia or any other cleanser. Unexpired household bleach will be effective against coronaviruses when properly diluted. Prepare a bleach solution by mixing.
Omega Radio has just presented a health alert, sponsored by New Budget Supplies, always the best prices, and Bashco, the store that gives you more.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk on Omega Radio.
All right, back with you, Mr. Man. You still there?
Mystery.
Yeah, man, I'm here.
Yeah, man.
Right. So, Orville, I don't think you really remember Baggio. I think you remember the Bebeto Romario, but I don't think you really remember Baggio.
Wasn't Romario voted the golden ball winner for the World Cup there?
Yes, and Baggio was second.
Yeah.
So that's why I tell you, say tight. Very close.
Yeah, but Baggio, what happened now is that Romario ended up winning the World Cup.
Me think it was more outstanding.
Well, let me hear what the other callers think. But what I want to bring across, though, is that greatness have to do with a little winnings is a part of your greatness. And Romario is considered great at this stage because he actually win and Baggio never win. Because he was never more outstanding than Baggio in the World Cup.
I disagree.
You remember how many goals Baggio scored and we scored them having and how?
I remember the World Cup.
Baggio was Baggio was creating the goals for himself, you know.
I remember the World Cup.
Score a brace in two games straight and something like that.
Romario stand out more for me. But as Zidane said, it was close. But for me, Romario get the edge for me. Romario was, I think, World Player of the Year that year as well. It was
no,
not
man, that's how the World Cup. That's how the World Cup. That's the World Cup.
Right,
When we win the World Cup, you know. Remember, say Zidane tell me already, say Messi I go win World Ball of the Year, you know. We can win the World Cup. So no, not use that.
All right, may I talk about the World Cup itself? Romario for me.
Well, I'm bringing it across that it's because Romario actually end up winning.
No.
Why it appeared that way.
Well,
if Baggio had won that World Cup, he would have been remembered much more than Romario.
1982, Italy won the World Cup. Diego Maradona was the baller for me. So it now have nothing to do with who we. Italy beat Germany in the final. The player that wowed me the most.
Yeah, but what I'm saying to you, you don't remember what Baggio did, you know. And that is because Baggio did. No, man, you don't remember. How much goal he scored and when he scored, you don't remember.
I think he scored a 5 or 6 goal in the World
Cup. 5 goals.
Right, but Romario was the man for me.
Including 2 brace.
Man, don't tell me who was the man for me. Me tell you who was the man for me, brother.
No, but may I say you really don't remember Baggio.
Lord have mercy.
It's not because of you and win. Hold on, man. Let's see the difference between you and Zidane. Yeah. Zidane said, boy, it was very close, you know, mister. Because Zidane, remember them.
Here you know Romario for me.
But that's because you don't remember Baggio.
So you want me to say...
sense of the person.
You want me to say close?
No, man. If you're sensible and you remember Baggio, you couldn't answer like that.
All right, sir.
You don't remember what he did. And I same thing with you, Maradona. One man, you remember 86, you know. You don't remember the others.
82.
And you compare.
82, Argentina did not win the World Cup.
And who is the baller for you?
Diego Armando Maradona.
Exactly. You have a little way to look for one man. And you're comparing them to other people and you don't remember what the other people them do.
No, but me I tell you who stand out for me.
You come back and give me an example you shouldn't give me.
Man, say, me I tell you who stand out for me.
But you need to remember everybody when you compare that person to other people.
I don't remember everybody.
Exactly.
Who can forget Roberto Baggio with him ponytail here and him thing. You remember Baggio?
Here we are talking about, man. We are talking about how he played in the World Cup.
He was a difficult man not to remember, my boss. But me I say, Romario for me, what the problem?
Yeah, man, but me just say, it's because Romario end up winning. And that's why I try to bring across the point that winning adds something to your greatness.
Me, I tell you, winning should not. In a people mind, it doesn't, but it shouldn't. Winning has their legacy.
People decide if you're great or nothing, and not just a dictionary, you know. If you do something was very outstanding, and none of the 7 billion people in the world no decide to say great, you're not great, you know. When people say this thing great, it's great.
All right, and me have a different concept from people.
No, you can have a different concept.
No. Greatness is when you're better than other people. And me think Romario was a better...
when people think you're better than other people.
Right. When me think Romario was a better footballer than Baggio.
No, I never saw me actually doing
me think Romario had a better
World Cup.
Me think Romario was more inspiring than Baggio in the 94 World Cup as well.
And I suggest that over the weekend, you watch a couple of those 94 games with Baggio.
All right, Mr. One.
All right?
Big up.
All right, Mr. Big up.
We take the music now.
Yeah, music.
And then we come to the car.
Yeah, man. Brought to you by Edge Campaigns for people who dream in color and Yama Music, the Sunshine JA album.
Number track 7 we are playing.
Yeah. Oh, tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. Yeah.
Tomorrow night will be our night for loving. Yes, tomorrow night will be our night for love. squeeze you tight and tell you of my love. Yes, tomorrow night will be our night together. Tomorrow night will be our time for love. Tonight it's just a dance, a touch, a glance, romance to follow. Pretending we're just friends until we meet again tomorrow. Tonight it's just a dance, a touch, a glance, romance to follow. Pretending we're just friends until we meet again tomorrow. Tomorrow night will be our night for loving. Yes, tomorrow night will be our time for love. And so tonight I'll hold you and I'll lose you. But tomorrow night.
All right, that's tomorrow night.
Anne-Marie?
Tomorrow night, Anne-Marie from the Yabba album, or the Sunshine J album. You almost could call it a Yabba album, featuring many of Jamaica's top musicians. Big up.
And brought to you by Edge Campaigns for people who dream in color.
All right, so we have Junior Pastor now. Junior Pastor.
Greetings, Scaleless, massive.
Greetings, man.
What's a below average?
Oh, yeah. I saw below average last 7 you know.
Happy New Year to the man.
Yeah, man.
I listen to your argument. Do some Googling and Mr. Ronaldo score 442 with his right foot and 129 with his left foot. Sometimes in our reasoning, the people kind of misunderstand everything. As I said, the man can be more vast in the one thing that he does that makes him more advanced than the others with the 2 feet.
Yeah.
You understand? You know what I mean? So because you use 2 feet, you're better than me when you use 1 foot.
None at all.
And we can bring more variety.
No, well, they are talking about all round. So don't use the word that they are not using. But I believe that Messi is a better all-round passer than some whole heap other man, than most, probably everybody else who ever play football. Even though he's 1 foot in my pass with, for the most part.
Me Ronaldo van converted, you know. Because, well, I mean that Ronaldo better, but I really come to my sense and realize Messi a better baller overall.
I take you long to find out that.
Messi, he used Ronaldo when he did have a flair and them thing there. He did have possess great skills, but when he lose that, and him not scoring a goal, and him not really make a difference for the team. But Messi can make a side and him not have scoring a goal.
If you used to listen to this program, you would have heard them kind of something there.
I listen to that program on a regular one.
So you never used to hear when we said Messi can impact the game in whole heap more ways than
Yeah,
Ronaldo,
man.
with them score.
Yeah.
You know, should I know that? It shouldn't take you the World Cup to know that, man.
You know, so when I don't World Cup, you know that.
Okay.
You know, so when I like somebody, and suppose I like somebody,
and you don't like already, and your virgin I tell you some danger about the person. It's hard for you to follow what them saying because you don't fall in love with the person already. You know?
I can understand that if it's somebody where you know personal.
Yeah.
But for a sportsman, with the just by your TV, yeah, see?
Yeah, man.
You should be able to be objective in your analysis.
Then why you think most people are objective like me? They don't like him as a ball already.
Well.
And it's hard for them change. No matter how they see glaring, say, hey, man, better. Them are going to come and then now go reason it out logically and say, you know, so let me think about it.
Yeah, man. Some people are like that.
Yeah, because when last was Cristiano Ronaldo beat two man and squaring a ball and somebody else. As I said, 18-yard box and if you not score.
Yeah, man, he struggles often.
Because that Messi, when Messi reached Cristiano Ronaldo, they still can't make football outside.
I think so.
And then shame them now come down for him.
No.
All right, quickly, talk some cricket of it.
Yes.
Who you think have a better side world? No, world, I know.
Boy, it's hard to go past England with the way they're playing at the moment. Like if you should ask who's the team, the red hot team in world cricket at the moment, you'd have to say between England and Australia.
You know, so, me now be blindsided by England. You know, so, because when they come down now, you don't think England have a batting.
Well, England have make 500 runs in a day in a test cricket, brother.
Yes, indeed.
I agree with you doing that. You know, listen, the last 10 test matches, them win 9 and win them convincingly, win them coming from all kind of position.
Look here, man.
It's hard to figure around them as being the farm team in the world at the moment.
Pakistan give England one test match. There's no way. You torn a score over 500 runs last day. Pakistan people are sick in the head, you know?
No, man, but you have to credit England, man. You have to credit them bowling and them batting for what them do in Pakistan. I remember they beat New Zealand before that. And they are playing the most exciting brand of test cricket at the moment. You can't go around them in terms of farm team at the moment.
Pakistan remind me of West Indies.
No, man, Pakistan a better team for West Indies.
Hot and cool. Very hot or very cool.
Them not cool like when we cool.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah, man. So my thing say, all right, now I say, more I say India versus Australia. Because to me, you know, call like Australia has a more balanced side.
When is the Ashes? When is the next Ashes?
Because
I'm not sure.
Because Ashes are, I must say, holiday, man. August, June, July, they win.
In the summer, yeah.
Usually Australian summer, which is towards the end of the
Yeah.
year. Maybe summer down.
Because they're not playing in December this year.
Yeah.
Because they normally have two, you know. When you, yeah, man, but me think say Australia balance, Labuschagne, boy, man, I tell you.
Labuschagne and Steve Smith probably the most potent number 3 and 4 in our.
And the man they have Kawaja, Travis Head.
Yeah.
Mighty God, man.
And them have a fairly formidable pace attack with Nathan Lyon.
It would be interesting to see how that goes when they play face off against each other.
Them are ball ahead, man.
All right, Mark. What's your name again?
Junior Pastor.
Junior Pastor.
Now, that sound controversial, let me honest, you know. But Sandoval was a blessing in disguise, man. Because why, if I think never happened to a certain man, he would have played, and I tell us, no, what you but that man can bat, he shouldn't have played a long time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a liquor thing, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Anybody got Australia and pull cricket ball, so can bat.
All right, Junior Pastor.
All right, take care of yourself.
Big up.
All right.
We'll take a break. We're coming back.
Insurance is easier at JCIA. At JCIA, we are always open with online payments and other services available at your convenience. So, whether you're insuring your business, car, home and contents or yourself and family, we are just a click away. Contact any of our offices island-wide by telephone 876-929-5360 or visit our website for details. Great savings, great service, great convenience. Jamaica Cooperatives Insurance Agency Limited.
Well, if you want buy appliances for your home with the quality high and the price low, get it on a Bashco. Get it on a Bashco. 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 For everything where you need. Bashco. Quality service guaranteed and Bashco. Get it on a Bashco gives you more. Yeah, Bashco. Get furniture furniture for your house, bed linen, everything for your kitchen, rugs, mugs, and more at Bashco. The store that gives you more. Bashco.
The holiday season is filled with happiness and cheer, but it can also be a time of danger for road users. Here's a holiday road safety tip from Petrojam Limited in association with the Road Safety Unit.
Don't drink and drive. If you're going to a Christmas party and plan to have a drink or two, don't drive. Plan a safe alternative to get home. Call a cab or assign a designated driver. Make this holiday season a safe one for all. A holiday road safety tip from the Road Safety Unit and Petrojam Limited, where safety is our #1 priority.
For financial news and the latest developments in the business community and economy, Financially Speaking is the top choice. Join me, your host Errol Gregory, Mondays and Wednesdays at 12:30 p.m. as we look at current economic issues, provide small business tips, and help you to build your business and portfolios. That's Financially Speaking on Omega Radio, sponsored by Jamaica Stock Exchange, JSE Online Trading.
You know it's me, Jason Royalty. Me I say a good over evil. Then could have 10 devil. Righteousness exalt a nation. We're going to the next level. Omega catering for the total man. Now that's commendable. Mixing sports with gospel. That they move the sensible.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk on Omega Radio.
All right, so we're back. Who we have now? Marvin. Marvin.
Hey.
Marvin, turn down the radio.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, well, what's up?
Orville, Zidane, how you do?
Zidane just stepped up.
Okay. All the best for the new year.
Yeah, man. Same to you, Marvin, man.
I want to tell you, this argument about great, I wouldn't put Baggio and Romario in the great category.
What category
they
do you
played
put them?
well within a good team structure, but I don't think them in the great category.
Maybe not in the great test category, but they were great players, man. Certainly
No,
Romario was.
Well, I beg to differ. I don't know if it's because I'm an Argentinian.
Romario was the footballer of the year in 1994.
No, man, but I think when you talk about great or greatest, is maybe a 1 to 8 category of players. Yeah, talk about.
Oh.
And I think Messi just cement himself for the top of the pile.
You don't think Romario was top 8 player in the world at any point?
No, not at any point.
Oh, I disagree.
No, man.
In 1994, he was voted the #1 player in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So how would you be rated #1 player in the world in 1 year, but in your estimation, not top 8 at no point?
No, but then after that, what was his body of work before and after? How much World Cup he played?
No, but at least that year he would be top 8.
Yeah, but then when we talk about greatest in the Orville, you talk about players like Zinedine Zidane, Messi, Ronaldo, Maradona. Pele,
because you're talking about the absolute great. You can't grade but people greater than you, And so make we decide what your definition of great is.
My definition of great is when you can put your team on your back and carry them for a tournament.
Carry them considered among the greatest unless you win a title. That's what you say.
Yes and no.
But explain.
Yes, in the sense that you can be great within a team setting, Because you have to always remember, football is a team sport, so I don't like the idea of you have to win a title for winning them. But when you outshine everyone else to contribute to your team winning a title, because remember, you up there, a striker might be up there scoring goals, but
but I hear you, but I'm not sure what your definition. I hear you going around. Just hit it on the head, man. What is the word great? Does the word great mean for you?
Great for me.
Yeah. Just give me an exact definition without taking 3 minutes to do it.
Right. Great for me is when you outshine everybody on the field and take your team to an international trophy.
So you can't be great unless you win an international trophy. And then you say yes or no. I'm not sure what you're saying.
No, because Messi was great. The World Cup that him just win is just an icing on the cake.
So that means your definition is wrong then, Marvin. Oh, well, you say he won Copa. Which would
Well,
be
I never said
international.
so, but you're making the point for me.
No,
Even if he
I'm
never
not.
win
I'm not
Copa.
making your point for you. I'm just trying to understand your definition. Me not make no point.
No, but even if he never win Copa, Messi was still among the greatest.
But how then do you say that your definition involves somebody who carries them team all the way to international championship, and then say
Remember, say you can win a championship and you play well as a team, you know. Look at Thierry Henry.
I'm not sure I understand what you're saying.
You wouldn't put Thierry Henry in that category because
Marvin,
he always play well.
what is your definition for greatness? Your definition, you know, is that somebody who takes their team all the way to an international title.
When they outshine everybody.
When you outshine everybody and take them to an international title.
That's correct.
And I'm saying, can you outshine everybody? So Messi was outshining a lot of people. Can you be great without winning titles, even if you outshine everybody?
I'm going to say in Messi's case, no.
Oh, so... but in some other man case, yes. Marvin, make we serious now, man.
But look at it, Orville. Look at Thierry Henry. Win World Cup, right?
Yes.
But played on a very good trans team.
You understand what he's saying?
No.
No, we don't understand what you're
struggling to grasp the concept of what you're saying.
All right, I'm saying, right? You will put Romario in the category of Thierry Henry, playing on a good team and the team gelled together and won an international competition.
What does that have to tell us how it relates to your definition or who is great? Yeah, speak
Look
round the
at
topic.
my definition now. My definition is like when Ronaldo, even though I'm not a Ronaldo fan, pick up Portugal, they won a Euros. Maradona, pick up
Was Zico and Socrates great players for you?
Not great.
Well, I can't understand what you mean when you said Zico wasn't a great player, my brother. I'm really struggling to understand that.
You have to understand, you know.
No, I think Zico was great, man.
You're still talking about a team sport, Orville.
Then a team sport, I think Zico was a great footballer. Was Johan Cruyff a great footballer for you?
I've never seen Johan Cruyff.
Oh, you never seen?
No. Just like I admitted that I've never really seen Pele.
So as far as you're concerned, when an international tournament is played, only somebody from the winning team can be considered great that time. Then we are said then.
I am saying, when you as an individual in a team sport.
Oh, Jesus. Big man, you say you have to lead your team to an international title. There are international titles.
No, I didn't say have to. But when you outshine and then as a result of that, your team wins an international title, that puts you in a category of
Marvin,
being one of the greatest.
You have thoroughly confused me. Maybe some other people understand a little better. Maybe I'm a little slow this afternoon.
No, you're not slow enough. I'm just saying in my category of greatest, it's not a long list.
I was struggling to understand your definition, and I still am after 5, 6, 7 minutes. I'm going to leave it at that, man.
All right, then.
All right, big up yourself,
Maybe
man.
you can explain it a little bit more clearly Monday. Maybe it's the Friday thing. Rollington Town. Hello.
Hello.
Where is it?
Where's the Rollington?
Well, what's up, man?
All is well?
Zidane, how it go?
I'm here, Rollington.
Yeah, Orville, before I come to you, I want to just make a correction here, you know. When I offered the condolences for the Kentish family, I seem to have been going so far that I didn't even mention who had died. And you know, it's Lady K, the lady at the top of the ladder, the matriarch. And, anyway, I hope it didn't cause any inconvenience to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yes.
All right. Orville.
Yes.
Cricket West Indies. I don't understand what is happening. Now, Barbados won the last championship.
And a ball. So them not getting a game.
The man them split up the thing between Antigua, Grenada, and Trinidad.
Mm-hmm.
And don't give Barbados nothing. People like Andrew Mason and Philo Wallace, them a ball now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if we could have get in touch with Andrew because he have a lot to tell you.
Yeah, I hear them. So Barbados not getting none of the first class game this year.
I mean,
Jamaica
I
is not getting any
it.
either.
No, but they are saying because Barbados are defending champions. Them
Yeah,
entitled to
definitely.
it.
I mean, the worst crowd draws in the Caribbean is really Jamaica, as far as I see.
Are we have the biggest crowds at 40 games?
Yeah, well, I've rated just coming back now. It may come back now.
I don't know if we have the most crowds at 40. If we have the most crowds at 40 again, then that means not even a dog I was cricket in the Caribbean. I have been to some 40 games at Savannah Park with 12 people.
Man, that's the very thing I was going to say. Because
They're going to say it, man?
Yeah.
Say, people can't talk cricket with me. When I go to Sabina Park, it's Rollington Town and die.
Yeah.
I mean, so what I'm saying now, who
Hold on, Rollington Town. There's a break coming up. We're coming back.
Design your dream home with Total Hardware and Supplies. We have windows of all sizes on special. Doors galore. Choose from our wide variety of porcelain and ceramic tiles. Experience the best deals on sanitary ware, jacuzzis, shower enclosures, and baths. Just to name it, we have it all. Come on down to 2 Aiken Hill Drive, Pembroke Hall. Call us at 631-7648 or WhatsApp anytime 507-0865. Remember, same-day delivery available. Quality products, great prices. That's the Total Guarantee.
The Omega Radio Network. Wake up! This is Chopper Ranks, and you're listening to the Omega Radio Network.
This is Bishop John Wayne Manning, Senior Pastor from the Omega Church International Ministry. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is in your neighborhood. Top of the hour to you, ladies and gentlemen. I am Bishop John Wayne Manning on the Real Talk Show, where the talk is the talk and the walk is the walk. Tune in and listen to our programs Monday through Friday between the hours of 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. on the Real Talk. Good morning, top of the hour to you and your family. Tell a friend, call a friend, and tell them to tune in and listen to Omega Radio.
Thank you, Father. Just like Moses crossing the Red Sea. Thank you, Father.
Omega Radio now presents Sports in a Minute. It's sponsored by EdgeChem, Fosrich Group of Companies, Enibet, and Dangel's Auto Spares and Accessories.
There is no suggestion that there has been any state-sponsored drug cheating in Kenyan athletics despite a series of high-profile doping scandals, says World Athletics President Lord Coe. Kenya avoided joining Russia in being banned from international competition in November after other nations voiced their concern to the sport's global governing body. Russia has received several bans after a 2016 report found evidence of a state-sponsored doping program across many sports. But when it comes to athletics, 40% of those currently serving bans are Kenyans. That is sports in a minute.
Omega Radio has just presented Sports in a Minute, sponsored by EdgeChem for people who dream in color. Fosrich, we open on Sundays with special discounts on all items in store. Solar floodlights, water heaters, conduits, and more. Or visit fosrich.com and shop. Enibet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly. And Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue in Kingston.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk on Omega Radio.
He's still there, man.
Rollington. Hello?
Rollington Town? Something wrong with Rollington Town phone today.
Boy, you wouldn't be the first one. We just drop into thin air. So we got a shipping port. Shipping port?
Yeah, what's on what?
Yes,
yes,
ma'am.
shipping port.
Pick up on yourself on a Friday.
Yes.
Zidane
You're not supposed to check me shipping port. Glad you remind. But continue.
But for teacher sport.
And they're bad. You catch me. Run right up another one, the shipping port.
Matthew.
Yes.
Yeah, man, the whisper thing me have visit. What was my argument on with?
He's an ordinary player.
That was the argument.
That you're wrong. Completely wrong.
Can I say something? No. About 30 seconds to say something interrupted because
yes.
I think we get that lenient to the since the conversation has started.
All right, go on.
Yeah, I hear me, Mr. Aiken.
Yes.
It's when we go watch with my earball with Bridging, the first game I come back on the program, I say, it's ordinary. I say 3 players in the game, I ask my Bridging, I come consistent, I say this on the program. I say, only and whisper, him say, no. But I thought it was the number 9, the KC number 9, because he's fast and he look more threatening even though foolish. He look more threatening to me, so I thought he was whisper. When we find out that I 10 a whisper, I go, to me, he ordinary. He was a regular. I keep on come for the program and say that. But I say, since me area and Bulla saying good, I say, Zidane, I keep on go watching because I want to say, oh, good, this player really is
I kept coming back and saying he was ordinary.
No. Well, man, I came back and I said, I've moved him from ordinary to average.
That was well after, man.
Well, man.
It's me beats
right.
there, man. I pressure.
All right. Well, after. Well, man, let me tell you this.
Yes.
18th of November, I came on this program. I said I give him my ratings. That was after the Clarendon College game. I came on this program, you know.
So what did he do differently in the Clarendon? What did he do differently in the Clarendon College game?
We never do in a rest game. You know, involved. In that game, semi-final, he wasn't involved.
But as a matter of fact, my boss, he was less involved in the Clarendon College game than any other.
But he could have scored 5. Should have
no,
5 love, you know.
I'm saying to you.
Another chance.
I'm saying to you, Clarendon College had all the ball against KC. So
well,
Whisper wasn't.
Whisper,
hold on, my boss, when you're wrong. Take your licks. Whisper was not heavily involved, my boss.
Hold on, man. My time, you know, my criticism, someone talk something for 30 seconds or 20 seconds, my gun, you know.
Yeah, okay.
In the Clarendon College game, you don't jump in. So in the Clarendon College game, he was left unmarked. Every other game, they mark him. So he was less effective in the rest of games.
He was unmarked. Why he was unmarked in Clarendon College game?
Because they not put nobody upon him. Lenny never respect him. I maybe him respect him when things that show we can beat them easy.
He wasn't being marked. He wasn't being marked in the Clarendon College game.
No.
I always say a defender around Whisper too.
No. Then we could get the ball them free. They never mark him.
Him dribble past people, get the ball and dribble past people. You can't stop him. No, shipping port.
They never mark him.
Shipping port. You cannot.
Player was marking him.
Shipping port. You cannot stop any top player from getting the ball in football.
But in the them Zidane, him not effective. He's lazy, you know. He's a better player than I thought, you know. He'll get involved in the game. But when he gets involved, he's very effective. When he gets involved.
You don't know the game to them level. That reach you.
All right. Let me move on next thing. I'm telling you what me say. Remember, you know what you game them, you know, they're country and me, I travel go watch you game them, you know.
Me, I'm not watch you game them.
Zidane, you most of the game, I'm call you country, you go and you ask me, say, come country. I'm saying, I'm not going to country.
Nice try.
You know the part where you said if there's one thing he needs to work at, is his off the ball runs.
Orville needs to get more involved in the games.
No. And I'm saying one way to get more involved is to make yourself more available for passes. Yes, so when him get the ball, he's deadly.
Yeah, but
he's not always available for passes. In other words, he's brilliant when he has the ball.
It's in the one game that he scored the 3 goals.
When he doesn't have the ball, I am not. His ability to run into open spaces could be improved. Put it like that.
All right. I move from Whisper and touch the next thing now.
All right. Yeah. The side run him never too all that great stuff.
Me have to do this.
If he was playing for Clarendon College, that's for 60 goals.
Clarendon College management team, a little party, you know. Clarendon College management team nearly kill me, you know, because I make a speech where they said JC is a better team than Clarendon. You want to nearly kill me, you know. Clarendon College man, them, you're telling this, Bridget. Watch the games, them. Clarendon College can pass the ball around. When them good defense, when them good defenders, I think KC played a lot of games. I think that's one thing with JC. Why they beat JC? Could have managed a day to them, could have beat. I think JC see is better than them. I think so. But the Clarendon College man, them, when I take it easy, Virgin, I still effective. And I think with Uno to Virgin, I think the thing with Uno mostly, the man love them better. The man love Clarendon College more than I love them oneself.
CC was a whisper away from the Triple Crown.
But hear this thing, yeah. Orville.
Best side in the island.
I'm going to tell you, Virgin. Alright, it's a Clarendon College, I'm big enough. I'm not leaving out. I people and book at the party. Class of 83. I got big up Marcia. Big up yourself out of Orlando. I love you, I know I give my life for you. Any day. Clarendon College class of 83. Big up on yourself. Anywhere on there. Philip. Julia. Enough for them out there. My auntie, my uncle, my love you. 100%. So all I want to know is and I'm not talking about Clarendon College. I'm big up also Marcia out of Spanish Town and Excel. I want to deserve big up. That's why they talk about KC every day and Clarendon College. Big up also Marcia out of Spanish Town. And big up Excel out of Mountain View.
All right, Chipping
Big up on yourself. Now run on. You see me?
All right.
Big up. Enjoy.
We go back to Rollington Town now, Sean?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Rollington.
Yes, Zidane. Orville.
Yes.
Roll and older. Is he a Barbadian? I don't remember.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
He's a Barbadian.
Yeah, man, but him played for England. But him really grew up in Barbados. He was a Barbadian who played for England.
His job on the West Indies Cricket Board is one who decides how to split up these games. You know.
What you
his
mean?
excuse is that the internal, the travels from one island to the other becomes more convenient if it is worked out the cheapest way. So that is one of the main problems. But how can you leave Barbados out of the thing when the man them win the championship?
No, listen, if Barbados is arguing that they should have had some more games at home, I don't know that the fact that you are defending champions makes your case any stronger. All
right.
Jamaica, for example, are the defending one-day champions, the 50 overs champions. I don't know where the one-day tournament will be staged next year, but should we be arguing for it because we are defending champions?
No, but you said with Jamaica, me and you can say one and two people are going. I mean, all over the Caribbean, it is known that we're not carrying any crowd at all in Jamaica. That is known all over the Caribbean. The fact of the matter is that it would seem, I don't understand. You have Grenada.
That is how Barbados should be arguing, that more people come in the game than play Barbados.
Yeah.
It's cheaper for come at Barbados, whatever. But don't tell me that you're defending champion.
That's true. You always had more crowd in Barbados. People come from England.
That is how they must argue the point.
You know, I do understand it, but
we are the Talawas are the CPL champions. Well, we should be arguing that the CPL must come to Jamaica next time, or we must get some games.
Think we come back to a stage where the crowds can get better, Orville?
For 4-day cricket?
You know, you are a very important person in this thing.
For 4-day cricket?
No, that.
But I mean, I know.
I mean, it must mean something to you if we are like a desert when it comes to cricket yourself.
No, man, 4-day cricket in Jamaica, very few people come about. And then some of the people who don't come at 4-day cricket, you know. When regional cricket have discussed, them had the loudest mouth.
We go glasses and about 4 other.
Yeah, man. I can when I go watch 4-day cricket at Savannah Park, I see the same faces 60% of the time. Or 60% of the people are people who can tell us they are going to do.
That is an indictment on our running right now. People are saying that it's coming from the cradle. And all of the blame. And the Roberts is putting all of the blame on the development of cricket within the youngsters. He's saying that some of the coaches that we're getting now are used as scapegoats.
Yeah.
Excuses are being made and the coaches placed in the firing line. But I don't wholeheartedly agree with that because we have seen some of the foolishness that the coaches that we have people. You understand?
By and large, I think coaching problem, you know my thing, maybe 20%.
Yeah, but it exists, you know.
The bigger part of the problem is not coaching.
So we have...
Certainly not at the top.
We have a lot of problems. And we have to try and nail them up because, I mean, the Tala was... The other day brought back some hope. And you know, I mean, so we have to work from there on. But we can't... What is happening now with Cricket West Indies and the issuing of the games can't work either. And I'd love to hear from Andrew Mason, I mean, what can be done to, you know. And it's important to you to have it, you know.
Why, when cricket is not played in Jamaica, I lose money, you know.
Exactly.
That's basic.
It's important to
it's as basic as that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we get cut off from all angles of learning from the cricket and earning money and all kind of things.
Yeah.
So you say, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Talking don't seem to be able to do much.
I'm telling us, until we get back the passion, we will struggle. We're going to change coach, we're going to change captain, we're going to change management, we're going to change selector,
the whole philosophy
we're going to change board president. They might make a little difference here and there, might make the difference between whether we're the 8th or 9th or 6th or 7th. But to come back to being number 1 or 2 in the world, and none of them that think they are the problem.
No, well, the 1 or 2 thing, boy, I'm not see that for no in my lifetime.
Well, all right. Leave it there, Arlington. We're coming up to the break, you know.
Come on, like Kawhi and them, man, you realize how far it is.
Exactly.
All right, then.
All right, we'll take the break. Our final segment when we come back.
The management and the staff of the Jamaica Customs Agency extend a sincere thanks and appreciation to you, our valued stakeholders, for your support throughout 2022. We wish for you and your family a blessed, peaceful, and enjoyable Christmas and a prosperous new year, driven by your mandates, guided by your core values, and girded by your motto, country above self. We look forward to serving you even better in the year ahead. Happy holidays from Jamaica Customs.
It's the Everybody Sale at New Budget Supplies. Do-it-yourself professionals and contractors. This is the sale for you. Lumber, steel, dress and form ply, water tanks, pumps, PVC pipes and fittings, toilets, bathtubs, vanities and basins, windows, paint, doors, floor and wall tiles, thin sets and grout. Up to 20% off selected items. 195 Hagleyburg Road. Telephone 923-4560. New Budget Supplies. Always the best prices.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number 1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk on Omega Radio.
All right, so Messi joins us for the final segment. Hi, Lionel. Messi.
Yeah, man. Good evening. You hear me?
Yeah, man. Yes. Good afternoon.
Yeah, man. Happy New Year to you all.
Yes.
I want to talk some cricket, sir. You know, people, you're seeing that England, where the word he was, I can't remember the word he was, but, alright, Pakistan and England play a series, right? Pakistan lose 3-0. They get a whitewash in Pakistan.
Yeah.
I've been watching Pakistan cricket for a very, very long time. One time, first tour Pakistan and I'm at the tremble nervous going to Pakistan because, you know, they have some great spin bowler like Mushtaq Khan. You have some great fast bowler like Wasif Akram and stuff like that, right?
Right.
So I'm wondering if England is getting better or the team are getting, like Pakistan now is just losing them teams cricket like West Indies.
No, Pakistan are not the kind of quality team that they used to be. That's just a fact.
Because I'm looking at Pakistan play, they get 3 from England, right? England makes 5 in a one day, which, I mean, that is hysterical. Never happened in history. In a test match, 500 in a one day. few man get a century. And then you look and say, okay, them lose to England. So, one up against New Zealand. Them have 200 to make it a one day. Because 219, 90, almost 100 over. I think both them bumps about 10 over and 90 this morning, last night. I'm saying, and they couldn't make it. Them almost lose the match draw. But I'm saying Pakistan is not the same. You have a great batsman like the captain, Baba Azam, right? I'm looking at Azam, and I'm saying to myself, him always make runs in the first innings, and then he feed out in the second innings. Like, they're not really consistent. But go to Pakistan, you always go to Pakistan and get a big fight. You're always nervous with the Pakistan, but now you come like, I don't know if it's pitch or what, but Pakistan is not the same anymore. I'm just wondering if these people are losing passion towards West Indies. I don't understand. Because West Indies struggle to beat other teams, but they always beat England in the Caribbean. But England now beat everybody like crazy. They're the master of the game now.
Well,
but
they haven't. There are still some tests for them go through. They still haven't gone down to South Africa. Not down to Australia. They haven't gone to India and India with this new baseball approach. Make we see how them do. I'm keen to see how England does in Australia, or even against Australia, and in India. If this new method will work, should be fun.
All right, you must see the against Australia, the Washington show. When is Australia start?
I go and check. I would think sometime. I don't want to guess, but that should be an interesting scene.
Yeah, because Australia is going pretty well now, guys. Australia beat up South Africa like nothing at all. South Africa really bad.
Yeah.
They can't really believe really South Africa is. South Africa come like a West Indies. Even we better than down there, you know. Even we better than South Africa than Australia, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do better because we batted do 50, almost, you know, man make 100 and so. And people already can pass 130 runs now down there. I wonder what wrong to South Africa team. They just performing to the ability anymore.
Yeah.
Because I don't believe it's so good Australia is because I'm not seeing Stark now play. The most recognized bowler.
No man, Stark played this season, man. Him probably injured.
No, I don't think Stark played the first match. He played the first match. He's not playing now.
He certainly played against we for sure, which was the series before this. I think he played the first game if not lineup, but he certainly played against us.
Yeah, I know he played against West Indies, but I mean against South Africa, they're not playing against South Africa right now. So to me, Australia team is not strong when it comes out to the bowling.
No man, not say that, man. Not say that. No, not say that. No man.
Pat Cummins is a great bowler, but I don't know the rest of bowlers.
No man, Pat Cummins and Michelle Stark, man, and Nathan Lyon gone over 400 and test wicket, man. And
but Josh Wood was not playing. Josh Easy was not playing.
No man, them bowling good, man. Not do that, man.
No, but I'm saying a recognized bowler like Josh Easy is not playing. I'm not seeing Michelle Stark playing in this series. I'm just seeing Pat Cummins, woman who is recognized.
Let me see if I can find it. But no man, the Australian bowling is a good bowling. Let me see who are playing in that game. For example, come. May I try to find it, but the thing I move slow. All right. So in this game, against South Africa, yes or no, which is badly rain affected.
Yes, but the second one I didn't see Pat Cummins. I didn't see.
So yeah, here's with another game, yeah. Pat Cummins in another game, yeah, and Nathan Lyon in another game. These are three quality bowlers.
Yes, but the second game, you never pleased with the second game.
How the second game go
again? And they lose with the bad.
Huh?
They lose with the bad in the second game, and they almost get innings and runs. Then lucky them end up make us up again. But I'm saying this was I don't understand. This team is just getting just. I don't understand. It's because they go down to Australia why they're not performing. But we're all something because I have a good batting team. You know, you have to figure out what happened with this cricket team. West Indies gone down, England gonna rise up. We know that India still up there. New Zealand look good same way. Australia still good, but West Indies, Pakistan, and South Africa. It seems like I don't know what's happening with the cricket. It's going down. Like we don't see no fresh talent coming up even for South Africa. There's no fresh talent. You can say, okay, We have Amna used to play, the Villas and these players. But when I see them frustrated batsman, we say, okay. So I must wonder if the game is not interesting to people anymore. Like, keep on saying the person died in West Indies. I said, what cricket go down, but what about this country going down the well?
All right, so we hear you. There are still good cricket being played, man.
Okay,
just that team are better than team. But good cricket still a play. If you watch the Pakistan-New Zealand test this morning, the brother Safra's played a really, really good innings. You know,
yeah, but he's a comeback innings because he was playing for quite a while now.
Couldn't take him team over the line.
Yeah.
But it happens, you know. It happens.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Messi. Big up yourself, Messi.
Cool. Yeah, man, take it easy. All right, yeah.
All right. Who we have now? Man from afar.
Man from afar.
Hello.
Yes, man from afar.
Yes, man. You hear me?
Yes.
All right, sir. Yes, I'm going back to the local cricket. Going back to local cricket, I hear Rallington Town making mention of what the position is. And for me, local cricket, you probably will go not too far if the leadership is not good or is not focused, right? First of all, we don't have any proper president, right? Of the Jamaica Cricket Association, and there is where you need somebody to, if your cricket at the local level is lapsing, then if you have vibrant leadership, then they would pull out all this stuff to see to it that your cricket stay the course. That is what Jamaica cricket at least is lacking for the last 5 years or more, right?
Mm.
And if we got proper leadership, I think each territory should be responsible to develop their cricketers, like Guyana is doing in the last couple of years, and for me, most of the Caribbean island that it seems as though they passed Jamaica in terms of 4-day cricket, I think is what they are doing locally, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why they are excelling over us. It's not that, although we know that that Jamaica and a whole lost the passion for cricket. They're more on concentrate on football and athletics. But I think it's the leadership lead the very few who are there to that level. I think we'll reach there, but the leadership is lacking woefully, man. What says you, Alvin?
I don't think that enough is being done. No, I don't think anybody can deny that. I think that there's more that could be done to try to elevate the level of cricket. But
what have been done? You said more. What have been done? Seems as though something has been done.
Why them go on?
So what?
Them go always tell you that them put out them stage some tournaments. You know. that them stage tournaments here and there. But the truth is, not enough is being done about it.
And back to this 4-day cricket for territories. It was because of COVID why logistics now had become a concern, and we would understand. COVID now is dissipating, if not totally, and we should see the cricket return back to their territories. Why the West Indies Cricket Board and the local boards are not leading the charge in that regard?
Well, I mean, I know.
Well, I want you to find out. That is one thing that will help local cricket too as well. Because for me, I don't agree that because you are defending champion for sure, you feel that you should host.
No, I mean,
I don't think so.
I don't know if they are saying that they should host, but they are saying that they should get some games.
Yes, well, I agree that they should get some games.
What if the board says, boy, it's expensive or whatever, or what are they spreading it around? And the board could always come with some other reasons, you know what I mean?
But why all of a sudden it become so expensive? With the way, as I said, COVID was the factor that really upset all stage.
Yeah.
Right. So why now we can't get back to possibly where we was pre-COVID?
Well, I don't know. I think international travel, there's still... And it's a good question that, why are we not back to playing 10 games home and away?
Yes.
Home and away? I'm not sure what's the answer is to that.
Yes,
because the reason why we were told that we couldn't do the home and away thing with each team playing 10 games was COVID. But by and large, that is no longer the case. So it's a good question.
Yes, I believe we should get back there where some of the teams, especially like poor Jamaica who is not performing, would maybe... I think it would help have they gotten their 4 or 5 game at home. I think it would give some booster. It would give some confidence in my view.
Yeah, they have cut down the 4-day games from 10 to the team that plays the most games now can play 7. Although some of those games are probably more quality games.
Yes.
Why because with this Weeks versus Headley team at the end, but I really did want more first-class cricket.
More first-class game, because I think that is what we need. We need more games,
indeed.
Right? Yep. I think these 8 games that they played across the Caribbean each year, I think it really not helping us at this time. I mean, first time it could because people were very good.
People were playing a lot more cricket prior to first-class cricket, so they had more cricket under them belt. Anyway, man from afar, right? That's enough.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah, time up on you.
Have a good weekend.
Yeah, man.
Zidane.
Yeah, man. Same to you, man, from afar. Big up yourself. Good call.
Right. Okay.
And for everybody out there, enjoy the weekend. Come back next week. Remember, next week is the call of the year that starts on Wednesday. It should be fun to see who joins the elite list, or which caller who have gotten it already may get it again. You never know. So that should be fun. But in the meantime, enjoy the week.
Yeah, man. Thanks to all the people who took time out to listen and call. We love it. We appreciate it. Thanks to Oster Height, Kat Anderson, technical operators for today, and the producer Sean Grant. As Orville said, join us Monday for more on the Sports Desk. So long.
That's the Sports Desk for today. Remember to tune in and participate on the Sports Desk Mondays through to Fridays 1 to 4 p.m. on Omega Radio.
Omega Radio now presents a health alert, sponsored by New Budget Supplies, always the best prices, and Bashco, the store that gives you more.
Clean and disinfect surfaces frequently daily. This includes tables, doorknobs, light switches, countertops, handles, desks, phones, keyboards, toilets, faucets, and sinks. If surfaces are dirty, clean them. Use detergent or soap and water prior to disinfection.
Omega Radio has just presented a health alert, sponsored by New Budget Supplies, always the best prices, and Bashco, the store that gives you more.
You're listening to Omega Radio, the station of the stars, where Jesus Christ is a star. Thank you for listening.
All around you are vying for your thoughts.